What's up, guys? Welcome
Brother,
back
bitch.
to another Big Talk podcast.
Thanks, Eddie.
Was that it?
Well, yes.
Right.
It's alive. Oh, I guess
I'm here with my good friend
using that one.
Mario. That's right,
It's
Chris
me.
Pratt himself.
It's me, Chris
Pointing
Pratt.
the wrong way, Jace.
Happy Halloween, guys. Woo!
I'm
It's not Halloween.
Yeah,
I've
when I
marked
uploaded
one
it, we'll
over there for you guys. This guy.
Yes.
I am pointing at below, correct?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, you are pointing.
You're pointing wrong at
This
the-
is on your screen. I am pointing at below.
Yeah.
So this guy, is in the Nintendo and Minecraft fan.
Yo.
You can tell
Cringe.
because he has
I'll
Switch
I'll just-
headphones and a
I'll just script.
Minecraft poster and other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Billy 502, I believe you had a costume prepared for the occasion.
Yeah.
Would you mind showing our lovely fans that costume?
And while he sets up his costume, I'll do mine.
Insane.
And he's playing a
hi,
shop order. Let's go.
Oh, I'm gonna go in like just back here. Hold on.
I'm a.
He's turned into a
worker.
chair, guys. He's
I'm
turned into a chair.
Oh, he turned
Who
into a
did
chair.
Who did this? Crying, laughing.
So yeah, I'm currently cosplaying as pit stop engineer guy.
Oh, I thought you were cosplaying as Trump.
No, a Trump supporter. He doesn't wear his own hat.
Trump
so-
supporter. He reps the merch.
He does rep the merch. That's right. So Eddie could be,
Oh,
but Trump is.
oh my God!
It is me,
Hold on.
Spider-Man.
It's El
This was the
Arachnid.
second time around.
Ella Arachnid.
El Arachnid.
Yeah.
Oh no, El Arachnid.
El Arachnid.
Yeah, wow. Spider-Man.
Well, for new viewers of the podcast, should we maybe go over who we are?
I mean,
Yeah,
I already
it has
introduced
been.
Chris Pratt and the Nintendo guy, who has
We
now
do have Chris
become
Pratt.
El Arachnid.
Well, for the real
Yeah.
thing, hi. It's been a while. So you know the world got all
How
fucked
long
up by
has it been exactly?
We should do the Gal Gadot thing.
2 or 3 months. 2 months.
What do you
while.
mean?
We uploaded it
Probably
August, I
5
think
months by the
so.
time this is uploaded.
probably. True. It's been a while, yeah. So we've been sort of being hammered by COVID and shit. So recording has been a bit of a pain to get through. You'd think it would help, but we had some technical issues behind the scenes. But now we're back, baby. We're gonna try getting that schedule again. For those of you new, I'm Max, comic book kid, the
Mario.
guy Mario, Chris Pratt's stunt double. I'm the one who only publishes these videos. The only reason I publish these videos is because they're the only one of my videos that actually get any views. To my, well, I don't know where Eddie is, but he's to my left.
Top
So-
right
I'm-
on my screen.
Well,
for
to my-
you, it's top to the right.
So there.
No, other side. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So up here is my little
Can't
my
point
little
towards
friend
it, yeah.
Eddie. Eddie, why don't you introduce yourself?
Oh, hello. I'm me.
Yo, he
Uh,
is. So
Yo.
That's true.
I can agree with
Let's
that.
fucking go. I'm Ed. I'm a Republican. I like guns.
Except I don't know what a Republican is, and I also don't know what a gun is.
Republicans are Jace.
Well, you've got a laptop
Ah,
right there. You can Google it.
Thank you. That explains a lot.
What's that Alex Jones quote? It's like, I'm human and I'm coming. He says a bunch of shit like that.
he has a few quotes.
Hey, what do you think about them putting chemicals in the water that turns the freaking
The
frogs gay?
freaking frog's gay.
Turn the freaking frogs gay!
Listen,
Anyway,
I don't want any amphibious homophobic jokes on this podcast.
Shit.
bit late.
Oh, we're gonna get cancelled by
Who's
the
first?
amphibious community.
Yeah, there's you know,
Frog
those bit of
squad.
TikTok, you know, on TikTok for a little bit there were those girls that would pretend to be that frog character from that one anime. I think it was My Hero.
No.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of those.
I don't know.
I've not used
You're
TikTok
complete-
before.
Yeah, you're alone here.
Am I
Max.
losing us? Alright.
We're
Yeah.
Spider-Man, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us why
El
Billy 502
Arachnid.
was here. El Hombre Arachnid. Is that it? I should know what Spanish I do. Oh god.
Yes. I am. Yes. Are we explaining me now?
Yes.
Yay!
Who else here is Spider-Man?
You
I've
just
got a
said
true
yes
point.
twice.
I am Spider-Man. I am
Lost our
Spider-Man,
touch.
and also have an
Can you say
epic.
those 3 words?
Yes, that's
Spider-Man.
it. Yes, and I have epic
Like Groot.
YouTube channel called Billy502, who sometimes decides wants to upload.
You've uploaded since the last podcast. A few
I think
times.
I did because I think Connor put me on a deadline then, and then I
Yeah.
committed to it.
That was the
Did.
speedrun, right?
Yeah,
I think it was, yeah.
uploaded a fucking 2-hour unedited VOD.
Hey, I did
Wait,
put
I-
some
no,
editing. Hey, I edited a timer on it.
I ate that shit up. Don't worry. I was fiending.
I actually
for
uploaded some other
content.
stuff after. I haven't uploaded in like a month now, but still, I'm maybe working on it.
Very nice.
We'll get into that later. won't we?
I need to give him
Right, we'll move on to you know, the biggest man, the biggest muscle-bound human being, the sexiest member of the podcast, Connor. That is. Introduce yourself.
Oh, my phone was not on silent, so I was getting notifications. Okay, yeah, I'm Connor. I'm the biggest YouTuber here.
The reason we haven't been uploading.
What'd you say?
The reason we haven't uploaded a podcast recently,
Yeah, because
which we'll get to.
I
Which
want
we'll
Block
get.
to upload more content before I returned, and he uploaded more content than he did last year, I think. Was it
Fucking hell!
Probably.
What?
on
Probably true.
4, 6.
I
He's nearly
believe
uploaded
it.
more than he did last year, according to YouTube.
Yo,
I mean,
let's go.
Connor and Max both have the same amount of subscribers.
Yeah, that happened.
That's
When
because
did
he
you get-
continued uploading and I stopped for a month.
Yeah.
I mean, when was the last time Max uploaded?
3 weeks ago, his best of. It's just
Yeah,
done
you
yeah.
dickheads.
I watched it
Oh,
twice.
what?
I watched it
Think of
twice.
Ed.
Why did you do the best of video so early?
I didn't need to. I just because I was uploading. Then I'm like, man, what else am I gonna make this year? Fuck it. I'm just gonna.
Nothing.
I'll
did,
take
so-
it down later. But like, I don't care. But it's gonna be
Anyway,
bothered.
continue
Right.
with whatever's going on.
No, just one's... Yeah. I still completely did the Steam World 2 hour thing. Yeah, so I'm the biggest YouTuber here, which means if I'm not here, the podcast doesn't happen. Apparently.
Mhm.
Even
Well,
though they said they
lit-
could go without me, and they didn't.
Well, it's because spoiler for behind the scenes. At the moment, Connor records these and I edit them. But that's gonna change soon.
I record more content for Max's channel than I do my own.
You record more content for my channel than I do. No, but that's all gonna change soon, boys. We're fixing our technical difficulties in a few days, hopefully. Which we will also...
Max's. Well, fine.
Yeah, shut up. Let me have this.
No.
We're getting to it. Fuck off. We're getting to it.
Did you notice
Okay.
just how we left the 2 wrestling fans still last?
What?
This is complete and utter segregation, and it is
Yeah.
rude, and I hate it. So, what the? Dude, my dog just kicked my door in. What the hell?
Who did this? Who did this? Oh my god. Oh, I was gonna say Jace go next, but I guess Connor keep talking about yourself.
So,
then.
I'm
no,
talking
never
about
mind,
Jace.
back.
Jace is a wrestling fan who uploads a video every... Hold on.
I try
Yeah.
monthly. I try to upload one in in. I gotta
Congregation.
go.
Last month. And he uploads 2
Congregation
videos...
with BigTalk.
Wait, he uploads a
BigTalk.
video every 18 subscribers
That's true.
and
Kick
does
him
better
over
than
if you want
everyone else.
another one. Kick him over if you want another one. I'm like iDubbbz. I don't upload often, but when I do, you watch it.
Yeah, so you
Yeah.
get him to 54 subs, he'll upload again. This
Yep.
time telling you why not to play Yoru.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's true. It's actually just a deep dive into the dark secrets of Billy 502, but we'll get
The
to that later.
psychology of Billy
Matt
502.
had on us here, are you?
The psychology of a man. Brackets, EO who plays in Valorant.
True. Very true.
Very nice. Okay, well, I guess that's everybody. All the important
I
players.
introduced you, Jace. That was your introduction.
I had a
I mean,
big
if you want to
plan.
introduce yourself
You got
again,
attacked by a dog.
kind of covered it.
You lost your
I was
introduction.
gonna go. I am Tellix. I am a Sagittarius.
You're a Sagittarius?
No, I'm
You're like
not.
Connor's D&D character. He writes like 6
What are
chapters of a story, and then goes when he gets into the game. I'm Slash. I'm a turtle. I do magic and nothing else.
That
That's
was the first
not
session
yet.
which I hadn't fully fleshed out the backstory.
True.
Technically, I
But
only did flesh out the backstory after I wrote the first 3 chapters. And then I went, I should actually make like a
Why
very
does it
short...
take you 3 chapters to formulate what the story is? Connor,
Because,
you
so
kind of...
I had an idea, but I didn't know how I was going to end it.
Okay.
So I came up with an ending, because otherwise Stu would get annoyed at me, because I've just written this massive thing with no like ending. So I came up with an ending, which is like a short paragraph.
Fair enough. Look, you know what? That's all well and good.
Oh, this hurts
We
my
love
head.
to
I
see
need
your
to take the
campaign
mask
next
off.
time.
Oh
I'm
my
writing
god.
What?
50 page.
Using
Billy
a mask is
502
actually
is
hurting my head.
Spider-Man?
Oh my
No.
god.
What?
What?
Exposed.
Thumbnail, guys. Thumbnail. What?
Shocked
Oh my God, my
emoji,
eyes.
surprised emoji.
Eddie is just not phased. He knew it the whole time.
Of course
Alright.
I knew. I'm his man in the chair. As you can see, well, you can't really see.
In
It's
a
kind of hard to
chair.
see mine.
Yeah.
I'm in a chair.
You can't really
If
see
you
my
could
chair.
see my chair right now, you'd know I'm in a chair. So I have to be the man in the chair.
Are we all in chairs though? Who's not in a chair? That's the close the back of my chair. Chair gang, chair gang.
I think
Come on,
that's
gang.
everybody.
Alright, so that's us, the gang, the squad, the crew. In case you forgot who we are these past few months.
When was
Yeah.
the last one? It wasn't that long ago. It was like we missed 1 month.
This
Yeah, we
thing.
missed one.
What?
This won't
Oh, my
come out
eyes.
this month though, so you got to count this month as well.
No, I
He's
can-
He's uploading on the 31st.
I can probably
Halloween
get this out
episode.
I can probably get this out by then. If not,
Okay.
I'll just cut this section out and put a freeze frame and said Max failed. Like,
Man.
He'll edit it until like the last minute of Halloween, and then he goes, "It's done. It's uploading."
I'll edit like a scene of I'll edit like an animation of Chase kicking down my door and beating the shit out of me. You failed. Snake!
Game over.
Snake, what happened? Snake! Snake!
You have failed
Oh.
this podcast.
Fucking hell. Okay. So, as I was saying, sorry. We started, like I mentioned last time, we started this podcast off with a bit of world news, sort of tie things back into the real world.
Oh wait,
Um,
Connor, do the funny world news thing.
I was kind of hoping he was going to
okay.
do that,
Yeah,
actually.
I'll do that when it's my turn.
That was
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
when it's all done.
When it's his turn.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
when it's his turn.
He
My
doesn't
bad,
even
my
listen
bad.
to me.
No, I'm just autistic, okay? There's too much noise going on. It's messing with my brain.
Can I get in the
Like, right,
comments stop
right.
bullying Connor, Max?
What the
Can I get
fuck?
that in the comments, please?
Connor, nobody comments except us and Jack.
Jace does. So it's, I'm
He's
going
in
for
the
him.
podcast!
Yeah? I'm going for it. I got the leads, I'm going for it.
Part of us!
Yeah, he'll do it, won't you, Jace?
I will.
See? He's a good fan.
But I've been plugging the podcast. I'll get into that later, but I've been plugging it. I've been doing work.
What
I've
been
you
getting
on
it
the
out there.
Twitch stream on last Saturday at the end where you were told to plug videos and you plugged your tournament video instead of the podcast?
No, didn't he plug the podcast?
Did you?
I thought he
I
did
did.
plug the
Podcast?
He
podcast.
did.
Yeah.
I plugged the podcast.
He did.
Oh, okay, I wasn't listening.
I keep my boys fed.
I
keep
turned
my
it
boys
up.
fed.
And Ray goes like, "Oh, so Jace, you're gonna do a tournament video, aren't you?" And then you start hyping that. I was like, huh, "He's not mentioning the podcast."
Who did it before? I remember you mentioning it. I don't know when, though.
I'll dive into that later. Right now
anyway,
it's world news time.
Let's just
Well,
dive
it's fine.
right into
Eddie,
it.
you
Let's just
started
jump
this off today.
Let's
You
just
introduced
jump
us-
right into it.
Let's just jump right into it, guys. Eddie, start us off. Jump right. Oh, he's gone. Eddie's gone. For
He
the third
turned into a
time. Who
mattress
did this?
again?
Seriously, who did this? I don't understand.
Ed,
I
get
don't know
back.
Whoa!
Whoa!
We need our Republican viewers.
You are the
Two.
Republican viewers.
And I'll leave if you leave.
Alright,
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I've already introduced myself.
Tell us your news. I don't care about you anymore.
My news?
What's the news?
Well, this is a news story about a man who had a name, but that name was... okay.
You
Okay.
want to stop? Eddie, do you want to try this again? We'll let you try this again.
No.
This is a story about a guy.
No.
with a
Hang on.
name.
This is a story
Like, imagine they
about
started off
a
like,
man.
No Country for Old Men like that. Like, I heard a story from my uncle. Wait, no, that's not right. Can I redo that? No, one take.
Alright, this is a story about
Go
a
ahead.
video game character from Overwatch called Jesse McCree. Now, Jesse McCree was named after a real-life guy from Blizzard called Jesse McCree. And they recently came out that the real-life Jesse McCree was not a good person.
Among others.
Oh yeah, look, that was he was like in like one of the large groups of people who were doing bad things that I will not go into here. But basically, he was fired, and Blizzard was like, "Damn, I guess we'll change the character's name because we don't want to have a character named after this horrible guy." So they thought, what's a good name for our Overwatch character? And recently, they've just announced that his new name is Cole Cassidy. Wow.
Wow.
Now you might be wondering, what is Cole Cassidy referencing? Nothing.
I was guessing that. That's what.
No.
That's what I wanted to know.
Didn't you tell me, Ed, that like there's a voice line that said his name, where he says his name's not Joel or something? That was
Yeah,
there.
that was a joke. I don't like because Blizzard has gone out and said they will no longer name characters after real life people, which I think, unless you're directly referencing that character, is that person is
That seems
probably
like
a good idea.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's fair. So they've just called him Cole Cassidy, and when asked, "Oh, what is this name in reference to?" they've just said,
That's their official statement. That they like released a one.
That
They
one
really-
meme, old guy going,
Yeah, they released a PSA, and instead of like a well thought out
they just said,
email, they sent a
"Not
GIF of a
named
guy
after a
doing.
real person."
look, I know we meme on it, but I think I don't mind Cole Cassidy as a name.
I
Pretty
don't.
good. Really?
But that's because I'm attached to McCree.
Yeah, no.
yeah,
The problem
okay.
is people are still going to call him McCree
I mean, for
I like-
sure.
because that's like the call out. You're like, "Hey, look, it's McCree," and people, the like, people are not just going to start being like, "Oh my God, look, it's Cassidy."
Yeah, like, then it's not going to change anything, I agree. But, like, I think...
The main
just in
problem
general-
I do see here is some confusion among like newer players. If they like join with the release of Overwatch 2, people will be like, "Who's McCree? Why are you calling Cassidy this McCree guy?"
I wonder what they call him in the Overwatch League. Do you reckon the casters would mess it up and call him McCree?
I feel like they might.
They might...
That'd be funny. Because that's sanctioned by Blizzard. So if a Blizzard employee goes, McCree, oh, Cassidy.
They say McCree, like a bunch of people in suits just drag them out back and just replace them with a brand new streamer.
Yeah.
Damn, that's sad.
It's unfortunate, but I mean, it's understandable, I guess.
Yeah.
I guess the dude was a malicious
bit
bad
fussy.
person. Yeah. Well, Dad, if only people still played Overwatch. People would.
True. Just use that
Don't,
as a
you guys, don't worry. Overwatch 2 might come out next year.
I like
That's
how
wishful
Elden,
Not
thinking.
sure.
That's
like
wishful
how-
thinking.
I like how Elden Ring, the game people thought wasn't
Elden
gonna
Ring is
be-
going to come out before
before
Overwatch 2.
Overwatch 2 comes out. The
Wow.
game nobody thought was real for like 2 years, and all of a sudden they're like, "Oh yeah, gameplay trailer." By the way, no announcement, nothing. Just here's some gameplay, and it's coming out next year. By the way, that's it. Anyway, Bilal,
Yeah, that's my news.
very
Over to Bilal. Yeah, there.
Big William 502. Tell us your news.
Insane. Okay, so yeah, from what I know, because I have kind of stuff on my phone, like all the information stuff. But basically the main gist is this. Apparently, like a leak came out quite recently. Quite recently when we're recording this, obviously, but like that Warner Brothers Gaming is making a new game that is
Warner Brothers Gaming.
get Warner. I don't know what
Yeah,
the
Warner
what-
They're
Brothers
gaming. What were they doing? What were they doing beforehand, Bilal?
Warner Brothers Games, I think is what it's called. I don't know.
What about
Yeah,
Montreal? Is it?
I don't know.
I don't think it's that.
But like basically, they're making a game that is like in the similar style, like similar of Smash Bros. And like
Another
Smash and another Smash
Another
like clone type game, and like similar to that and Nick All Star that came out
Let's
recently as well.
Another one.
I've
Yeah.
got a bone to pick with Nick All-Stars, by the way.
You
Continue.
want to bring that up now before I
Sure.
talk about this?
Just quickly, they completely stole the name. They completely stole it from PlayStation All-Stars for the PS3
Nick
and Super
All-Stars.
Smash Brothers Brawl. And they just took it together, and they thought I wouldn't notice, and I did, you motherfucker! You can't do that! Fuck Nickelodeon.
All Stars it wasn't great, but it had such good potential. And it's just such
It
a
did
good game
okay. It did okay, but the base part of the game that came out is like just didn't have that much. And like it's literally was made literally I think like it was just made for like to appeal to competitive players and to people who liked melee. And that's
Nick
like
All Stars, more
that's
like
all it really
Nick
appealed to.
Snore Stars.
Like I played it because like me and Anna
go.
played it like for like a couple hours like once that one time, and it was fun, but it's like yeah, I don't see myself playing it that much more again because like this is cool, but like I'm gonna get bored of this really quick because like the characters are all very similar together and it's really quick, and I cannot for the life of me tell what is going on half the time.
That's how I
Yeah.
feel playing every Smash game.
Sure.
Yeah, but like
I
very
feel
like
like-
very like because it is like exactly like melee because like melee like is a lot quicker than
I feel like
Ultimate is,
Sony-
and like Ultimate plays a lot slower, but it plays fast enough where you can understand, or like if you play the game obviously you can understand what's going on and like what to do and react off of it. But like
Yeah.
in Nick also, I'm just mashing the A button a lot and I'm doing things, and that's kind of how I won most of my matches against Ed. I was just mashing the A button in
That's
certain
true. You were
directions.
mashing like crazy.
Yeah, and you
I
didn't
feel
know
like-
what to do against it.
I
It
feel
was
like Sony has like a lot of characters that could be really good for an All Stars game. Just jumping back on that, like
yeah.
they have such a wide variety of like
Yeah, and Warner Brothers is
I like how they-
they're
I
making
kinda
they're making
like-
their one on it. So
Yeah,
I
I
have it
just-
on my the leak.
I like
on
how
my
they
phone.
used what was it, Big Daddy, and they didn't use Spyro or Crash in the original game.
Oh,
Like Kratos, I get,
yeah,
but like
basically.
I don't know. That's my. Sorry,
Yeah.
I've interrupted you enough times.
Yeah, so based on
I'm
the
just
leak.
saying I was a Spike main.
Like I just
Yeah.
said, I've interrupted you enough times. Immediately, Eddie comes in with the
Yeah.
just to stop you. Before you
just so you know.
Yeah.
just to
like,
stop you before
I
I
think-
go. Before I go on.
I think the concept, because like there's like the one leak and he's like he stayed like the main general concept of the game and like a few characters, but like I'm just quoting this, so, like it's a tag team game. Not sure if that means you pick two characters and switch between them, or if each character is actually a pair, or if each character is an individual, and if you only switch to lose a stock. Like all they know is that there's synergy between certain characters, which implies custom teams, which I think is like. So I think one
I
of
mean,
like
if
there's a Marvel's
it's a
fighting game.
tag
that-
team game, I would assume you pick two characters,
Think, like,
and there's a
two or
tag
more
mechanic between
This
them.
this
Something
sounds
like, I think
the
a
game-
Marvel had had a fighting game similar to that, didn't it?
Marvel vs.
Oh
Capcom.
yeah.
That has
Dude,
you can switch between characters, and Smash has
I mean, a lot of
Ultimate has,
fighting games
Smash
have
Down.
that.
Yeah, like
And
This
Smash
is a
has
game where
has the
fighting-
squad strike
even-
where like every stock you lose, you pick the next character
Even-
you chose. So it's like
even
it's one of those, or like
Kinda.
or maybe
even,
like an original
even
game.
Mortal Kombat 9 has that tag team feature, but
Yeah, it's a cool
It's-
concept. If that's the whole game, I think that's a good idea of making
I
that
don't know
the
if
main
I'd
one.
play a whole.
If it's just a
played
specific
the
game
gimmick-
mode as well, that's fine. But like,
I think the gimmick would get old if it was a whole game. To be honest,
I don't
I
know.
mean, the thing is, it's something that hasn't really been done in a platform
hasn't, no.
fighter.
yeah, and Smash hasn't explored it really at all, like to an extent that much. And then you did Squad Strike, but that's the only thing.
Well, and
Smash
Squad
has-
Strike isn't. I
Fully
honestly
into
wouldn't
it
really
either.
count Squad
Yeah,
Strike
I was gonna
because
say
it's
that.
only either when you die.
when you
Yeah,
die.
it's
on
when
that
you
specific-
die. You switch.
Yeah, when you
MK9
die, you go
wait.
to your next character.
because
And-
MK9 you can do a tag out sort of game mode.
Yeah,
like,
and
whole
Capcom
game.
Yeah, but
has-
that's not a platform fighter, is it?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, and Capcom has it where you
But
can
no,
tag in
platform
between
fighter-
characters. There's like
So,
other like a lot of
It might be.
fighting games have that kind
It's
of
not.
mechanic.
I can tell you now.
I
Mortal
don't know,
Kombat is
platform
not a platform
I
fighter.
don't know. Platform fighter.
No.
means
A
seeing.
platform fighter is a fighter
Oh.
that uses platforming stuff.
Oh right.
Yeah, a lot of
analysis
movement. It's
said.
platforming with a lot of
Sound.
movement.
Okay. Well, I'm just making sure.
A large majority of the fighting games are not
Yeah, it's
are
not.
not platform fighters. They're just normal fighting games.
Platform
Yeah,
fighters are basically shit that has like a
No, I
a
see.
vertical aspect to it.
I think it's a very good idea. It's a pretty good idea, and it's definitely unique at least.
Well,
Because like a platform fighter like Smash with like a unique like
This whole
mechanic
time I
with,
thought platform fighter.
that like Capcom or like any other fighting game has is unique also. But like that's just like the game. And they have a bunch of characters that they know are in the game. So they have Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, Gandalf from Lord of the Rings, Tom and Jerry, Batman, Fred Flintstone, Mad Max, and then they have like a not sure Harry Potter and Ron from
Jesus
Harry
Christ.
Potter. But like they're not
Weasley.
they're not 100% sure on that because
Wait,
like
what's
licensing
the
stuff,
reason
and also
Warner
Johnny
Brothers-
Bravo.
Warner Brothers
Huh?
owns a lot.
Yeah,
They
that's
own a
what I
lot.
was gonna
Yeah.
say.
I'm just
The
thinking,
roster
like,
will
what
be
could they
so
use?
It can be very big.
Like they could do like fucking Looney Tunes as well.
Yeah,
Like
these are
that's
all
the
we
first
know
thing that
at
my
the
mind
moment.
went to.
Yeah.
Like the
And
Looney
they
Tunes
say-
would make such good characters.
And they say they know more information, but they're holding off until the actual game is announced.
What are they?
So like those are the current characters we know that are in it. There's a very big, vast majority of characters we know from just this
What?
roster. There's a lot of stuff, and like, and yeah, they have a pretty big selection of characters they can choose from as well.
Yeah, they can
So
make a
it's-
dope roster.
Yeah. I don't know how like licensing's gonna work with them because like they say like Harry Potter and Ron are a bit of a maybe not because of licensing stuff, but like
Well, they got the
It,
license.
it might be characters they're
movies.
trying to get for.
Well,
yeah.
they got the license for the movies. I'm assuming they didn't get the license for the characters.
yeah.
That would be when.
Yeah. I don't think it's
Right.
I don't think it's guaranteed they get in, but I don't think it's guaranteed they can't get in either. So
I'm-
we'll see.
I mean, for me, it sort of has the appeal that like Warner Brothers owns like all the DC superheroes. So that's like an entire roster of like near infinite characters there. Not infinite, but like
Yeah.
plenty of characters you can use there. But then I wonder if they just do that, they run the risk of like getting bogged down.
Hold on,
with, like,
question:
just-
Is Fishboy DC?
Fish Boy.
Fishboy,
I'm good.
the
I
guy, the superhero who's quoted to be able to swim as fast as a car.
Look, let me just.
The
I'll
heck?
say,
I'm not joking.
I don't
probably.
believe so.
Probably. No, wait.
No,
So he,
it's Fishboy is a hero.
Hang on. I googled Fishboy. First result, Wikipedia. Fishboy appears dead and displayed in a case in a Scottish prison in this 2005 comic Albion. So the first result is that he's dead. Holy shit.
What, they killed
Um,
Fishboy?
How could they
apparently
do
they
my
killed
man Fishboy like that? This is the
Fishboy's
worst thing
superhero
that has
wiki.
happened in our society.
Boy, it's the Tick, probably. So that neither of them own that. That's an independent. if it's the one that I have here, but it might be a different fish boy. There's probably lots of fish boys. Hang on, Albion, Marvel.
I mean,
Because
Fish Boy
there's
doesn't
Brand-
sound like a very original name to begin with.
Brand-
so-
What, fish boy?
Brand. What the
Rick.
fuck am I even looking at?
I can't remember.
There's
Oh.
Albion, who is a character, but that's not what I'm trying to look for. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah,
but from
I
just
don't
the
know.
leak itself, because what this person has leaked, it seems like it could be good. Like just on this base roster of characters, like Shaggy and Tom and Jerry and Batman is in it, so that's pretty interesting.
Hey, are you
Yeah,
thinking of Lagoon
Batman's in
Boy?
it. Tom
Or,
and Jerry
What?
is in it.
are you thinking of Fish Boy or Lagoon Boy? To clarify.
No, I'm pretty sure it's fish boy.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm trying to find him. You guys can keep going. I'll tell you if I find him.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think
I think what
dope.
I yeah.
I think
Oh,
it's very
wait.
dope.
There's a mutant.
It sounds sick. It sounds pretty cool, and also it's gonna be so funny to play a fighting game with Ultra Instinct Shaggy in it. That's incredible.
If they lean into the meme and have like, I
That'd be
don't know if
amazing.
they'd have like an
I mean,
ultimate.
for the
how
fact that
gameplay
they
be.
said. The fact that this leaker specifically mentioned Shaggy himself, like specifically Shaggy, and not like Scooby-Doo as a character, makes it feel like they might do that. And
That
that
is
is
awesome.
awesome.
funny.
Scooby-Doo. Oh.
That would be, and I feel like it would be a missed opportunity if they didn't do that. Because why wouldn't they?
What did you mention that it might be a tag thing?
Yeah, that's what he said. It's stated as like the
Maybe,
main
like-
gimmick for this platform fighter that makes
Because-
it different.
Like you mentioned Batman, and then there's obviously Batman
Yeah.
and Robin. You mentioned Tom and Jerry. There's Shaggy
Yeah.
and Scooby. There's like
Yeah.
Harry.
Then,
and Ron.
it just mentioned just Shaggy from Scooby Doo, but like,
Hmm.
I think you could. It's probably like something similar to like Smash's Squad Strike, where you can select multiple characters, and then like there's probably like an input or a button that you could like tag out someone to like extend a combo in like a certain way or something.
I can't wait to tag Marvin the Martian with Batman. It's gonna be so dope.
Can't wait to my epic
Okay,
Tom and Jerry
yeah.
combo into like Batman or something.
Can't wait to
Combo
tag
Tom and
out.
Jerry into Gandalf.
I can't wait to tag out fucking Johnny Bravo for Gandalf.
Oh wait, guys. Okay, guys. I found it.
Yeah.
I found a fish boy. Okay. Fish Boy Denizen of the Deep was a black and white comic strip appearing in the British comic book Buster between 1968 and 1975.
I believe
The
it's one
title
of those
character is a British
chat.
boy who was abandoned on a desert island as a baby and survived as a feral child by learning to breathe underwater and to talk to sharks and other sea creatures.
Just learnt it.
He also developed
That's not
webbed
even new.
fingers and toes, which gave him the ability to swim as fast as a car.
Yo,
Yeah,
I can't
what's
wait to
the one
swim
that-
as...
So that's an
That
independent.
sounds
that's
less
independent.
impressive than it probably is.
If only
Like,
I could
the
be
way
as
it's
fast as a
worded.
car on land. Oh wait, I can get in a
Yeah,
car.
that's what I'm reading.
Yeah, that's
Like,
like Aquaman can
swimming
swim
as fast as
faster.
a car
Also,
sounds really
yeah, also,
unimpressive.
It's
and
that's
a
probably
joke
is.
because cars can't swim.
That's only a car in like the 60s or whatever. As well.
I didn't even think about that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I can swim as fast as a car. Let's have a race. Go in the water.
Also-
Just sit there.
Yes, Fish Boy appears dead and displayed in a case in a Scottish prison in a 2005 comic Albion.
That
So we
that
died.
is. So I think
So,
so-
yeah, he is dead, I guess.
so Buster Comics is a British comic line from my Google.
Wait, so is Fish Boy like actually like DC then?
Oh,
No, it's
wait,
Marvel.
Albion is DC. So
Really?
technically, Fish Boy
Hang on.
is DC.
Yo,
Oh,
does
he's
this
gonna
mean
be
we
in the
get
game.
Fish Boy in
Fish Boy's
this
in the
game?
game.
Wait, Albion. I'm making 100% sure of that because when
No, Albion is credited as DC Comics.
Like just so you know, the name of the game is like.
there's also an
Multiverse.
Albion
It's
because there's
game
also an
as
Albion
well.
in Marvel. Oh, is that
Say-
wait? Is that what it says on Wikipedia?
This is
Say it
one-
again.
It says
this is one.
Albion number 2,
Oh.
Wildstorm DC comic.
Oh right, yeah, Wildstorm. Okay.
Yeah, I didn't mention it, but the name of the game is a multiverse, like multiverses, something like that.
Multiverse
Oh.
of Madness. Oh,
Shut up.
Yeah.
we might have some copyright.
Spider-Man,
There might
get
be
your
some
mask on. Doctor Strange is
Yeah.
calling. You're gonna be in the new fighting game. You're gonna fight Batman.
Yeah. But like because of what Nickelodeon All Star, because like there's been a lot of Smash clones and stuff in the past, that have like be like and like that, and they've all done alright and like decently well, but they can't like compare to Smash that much. To like the like rivals of Ether, Slap City, and Nickel All Star are like the biggest ones, and PlayStation All Star as well, and Brawlhalla, yeah. But like those ones, but like they're good, but like they're not like.
Not as
Like what people think, like I'm gonna beat better than Smash kind of thing, because when Nick All Star was like coming up, people were like thinking, oh, this is going to like be so much better than Smash. It's gonna take over Smash. Nintendo better be scared and like that. And like it felt like it could have, but then like I also felt skeptical. I was like, no, this is not beating Smash. Not even close. And then when it came out, I was very confident. This is not beating Smash. This is targeted towards like competitive players only, and it's very empty. There's not much to do in the game.
Hand raised. Did people really think that?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, people legit thought it was like a pretty big contender for Ultimate and like Nintendo.
I love
shit
ton. They put a lot of money into it.
I love SpongeBob, but he's not beating Nintendo.
He's not beating Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Like, unless they
it's
got,
not
like,
typically they thought it's not really SpongeBob or any characters in it, but it was one, like, obviously, like, it's a pretty big thing to have, like, all these Nickelodeon characters, but it was also just the gameplay itself was, like, something fresh and different for compared to Smash, but it really isn't. It's literally just HD Melee with Nickelodeon characters.
I think a lot of the
worse.
thing with Nickelodeon characters, too, is that, like, sure, not every Smash Bros. Character is, like, as iconic as another. You know, Ike might be up there, for example.
What do you mean? Ike is so famous. Just try and buy his games.
Oh yeah, this Fire Emblem.
But like,
let's go.
But like, I just think Nickelodeon has such fewer characters like that, and a lot of them are live action. So like, unless you're gonna get like iCarly and Drake and Josh in a fighting game, you know.
Now, boys, I think we all love this game, but in the interest of making this podcast not 3 hours long, I think we should move on.
See, I wasn't going to bring that up because I want this to be like 3 hours long, because I think that'd be funny.
That's fine. I'll upload it.
It is Mac's idea for us to bring in like news stories. It's been like 30 minutes, and probably 20 of that is just that one.
I mean, we literally don't have
an interesting topic, and like Smash is like ended, so it is like a genuine thing people
Connor,
are
what's your
thinking
topic?
of
Smash
now.
is dead.
No, I want to continue talking about this to make it more annoying.
Oh! Shut up, Bilal.
Okay,
I don't care about
I'll do one. I honestly, to end this, I feel like it won't actually happen. I feel like it's...
Really?
Yeah. I just
It's
have
not
to
a
feel
thing?
it. It's not going.
You don't think it's real?
Well, it is a super new leak, so there is needed to be some more.
It is very new, yeah.
At the moment, I don't.
It feels likely, but like it's not guaranteed, obviously.
To put it out there, a lot of these leaks come from like studios spitballing. It's like studios will literally just like get in rooms together and just throw shit at the wall.
Yeah.
Just what ideas stick. Yeah, literally. And then you'll get to a point where like some stuff gets made, but when you get a massive leak, like there was a big Sony leak a few years ago, right? And there was a lot of leaked titles. The vast majority of those leaked titles were just like potential ideas that never happened, and like weren't in production.
Yeah,
so,
even if it doesn't happen in this exact way, I hope like some company decides to make like a Smash clone or something similar like that with this like general concept of an idea of like tag teaming characters in like a platform fighter setting, because it hasn't been done in a platform fighting setting yet, just in like fighting game general stuff, not in like platform fighter stuff. So I hope it happens in like this, like somewhere, even if it isn't in this game.
It's a super dope concept. That's right.
Yeah, it sounds very interesting, and it's something fresh that like a lot of platform fighters inspired by Smash haven't explored or like done, because like a lot of them are not super unique compared to Smash. It's just like a slightly different way to play Smash Bros.
I tried to jump in 4 times.
I can say, sorry, just to sort of move on, for the love of God, just like I can say that at least I'm like, it's interesting, but I'm skeptical at best, and I think we can probably agree and just leave it at that. Connor, we might come back another time, but Connor, your news.
Oh,
Oh, he's bringing the news.
Someone play the news music.
Oh, there we go. I put me as the focus so you can get a better view of this one.
Huh?
Breaking news. The Cricket World Cup started, and Scotland got hammered.
Oh.
So I'm sad now.
I put a bet on the Scotland versus Afghanistan game, and it almost came off. I needed Scotland's opening partnership to be less than, I think it was 24 runs, and they scored 28 runs.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck you, Scotland. You got smashed. You made like 60 runs, but
90.
half of them
Pretty
were
sure it was.
90. Half of
Actually,
them were in the
maybe 60.
goddamn first partnership. Annoying.
Only our top 2 made
Cricket.
runs. Mujeeb went through our entire. We made 60, yeah.
Yeah.
oh yes,
Cricket,
like,
right,
I
guys?
too am involved in sports.
Majid
You know,
picked
I'm
up
something else.
5, and Rashid Khan picked up 4, I think.
Yeah,
Cricket's
49.
the game where you hit the thing with the bat, and it's like baseball but slower somehow. You know, I'm something of a
It's
sportsman
the
myself.
other one where you hit the thing.
Why you talk about games is like 3 people civilly discussing a topic, all in suits, going, yes, good point. And then when we talk about sport, you go, oh yes, a big rock, smack
Yeah.
against head, go far. No, I am
I'm
super
something
keen
of a
for it.
sports commentator myself.
My Smokies to win it are Pakistan. I thought they
No,
did
they won't.
really good. They beat India on their first
I
match.
didn't really feel like India were winning.
Really?
I think
India
either,
are favourites, I think.
One, but I
I
don't
wouldn't
think
have
they were winning.
I think England.
I mean, they didn't win, so they weren't winning. So
I
you're
think
right,
England were I would have said England were favourites, even without Stokes.
Maybe Stokes is back for the Ashes as
Yeah.
well, which I saw.
But
They'll
Connor,
lose
that
the
means
Ashes,
you
but
have
I
to-
think they might win the World Cup.
Connor, that
Maybe.
means you have faith in the English, and that's crazy.
Australia aren't winning.
I don't think Australia will win it either. The way we played against South Africa.
I don't care if
was-
Australia wins. I just don't want England to win because England is. Ugh. Imagine raining all the time.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I think England are the
Imagine,
people I would have. win.
imagine having English heritage. Haha, couldn't be me.
Wouldn't be what?
Yeah,
80%
yeah.
of the world's population.
Do you need some tea for the burn? Do you need some crumbs?
I don't even
little bit
drink
down.
tea that much.
little bit dour, little under the weather. Is that how you're feeling, Eddie?
Well,
But
it's
yeah,
top 2, right?
I'm keen for it.
Yeah, I reckon.
I think it's
England's
one
out.
from each. One
Eddie,
from
I'm
each.
sorry. I do love
Is
you.
there only one? Is there only a straight final?
I think
Rugby.
four
don't-
teams will come out of the
Yeah.
groups.
So it'll be top 2 in each, which I think will be England, Australia. For
Oh, there are only 2. Duh. I was thinking of
I was so confused when you said.
Yeah, that's what it'd be.
And then the bottom one is either gonna be, I think, Afghanistan. I don't think will.
New Zealand are a good shout. I'd
I
like
would
to
have
see
said
what.
New Zealand, but the thing is, their group is a lot harder than England's,
Yeah.
which is why I think
Yeah.
England will make the semis, and I reckon they'll come out top of the group and they'll face second in the other group. I think
Look,
they'll win.
if Pakistan make it out of the group, I think they're real smokies. I think Babar Azam is in like career best form, and he could really do something. I'm excited to see them play. I'll put it like that.
Yeah, I mean, it'll be. I think outside of Namibia and Scotland, any of those teams could make it through in the second group.
Hey,
I'm
get out my
thinking-
boys in Namibia.
I'm taking off the Mario costume.
Savage.
Yeah, I'm not on duty anymore. Chris
And I
Pratt
was
is
up-
on duty right now.
I was about to make reference to it. How sad.
I mean, it's still on. You can still make the reference.
No,
Guys,
no,
what's
no,
your
no.
news?
Well, oh no, Max is after me. But yeah, my news, as Max was beautifully modelling that
Oh shit!
red and blue
Fuck,
overalls,
Hang on, no, don't. Hang on.
is
Hang
that
on. Let me-
Nintendo, they announced the cast for the upcoming Mario movie.
Hang on, I can do the accent.
Wahoo!
It's
To
a me.
mixed reception. It
Hang
has
on,
to be.
I've just gotta get the camera angle right. It's a me, Mario. That's not the voice. You're gonna have to wait for the voice.
Oh,
That was not worth moving my camera away.
but yeah, some notable names. You've got Chris Pratt playing the lead, as we've mentioned already. He's playing Mario. We've got probably Charlie Day's as Luigi, the crazy guy that looks at all the numbers and says, "What does it mean?"
I love fucking Always Sunny, so I'm excited for that.
What I'm most excited for, and what I actually think is an actually good casting choice, is Jack Black as Bowser.
Yeah, honestly, Jack Black as Bowser is honestly a very good choice.
That was the one I looked at, and I was like, that makes sense.
I looked at that and I was like, it's really funny, but like that actually makes sense though.
Yeah, because it's gonna be a children's film, almost. Like, it's Mario. How can it not be a children's film? And so Bowser's not going to be.
Not if they murder people in it.
Bowser's not going to be portrayed in a like.
Scary sense.
I don't know. Yeah, not in a super malicious fashion. And so if you're going for like a comedic evil, like
Jack Black does that really well.
Yeah, that's his forte. So I actually thought that was a really good casting choice.
Have you seen the meme for?
I have Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong, which is just dreadful. Oh, you want to shoot up Bowser?
What
I find really weird is the fact that Donkey Kong and like other Donkey Kong characters are going to be in the movie. That honestly surprises me.
That is a weird one. It's weird to have Bowser and Donkey Kong. You're right.
I mean,
like
Mario was originally a Donkey Kong character.
Well,
like base Donkey Kong is like, okay, that kind of makes sense. But like, it also said that there's Cranky Kong is going to be in there, and that honestly surprised me quite a bit as well.
They're just setting up the Nintendo Cinematic Universe.
Like, the way I see it is that
Phase 1.
For the first one,
baby.
No, they know it's not going to succeed, so they're just throwing everything at the wall and praying that it does at least financially well.
I think
it'll do no.
I'm not convinced it'll be a good movie, but I'm reckoning
it's not going to do bad.
It'll make money.
It'll make money, yeah.
Financially, it'll ruin the economy with how well it does. but
the economy is in shambles.
But critically, I think is the idea. It just seems weird to me that it seems weird to put like I know Mario has like. He started off in Donkey Kong, and Bowser is now a main enemy.
Yeah.
But it's kind of weird to have like both of those elements kind of being put in. It can be done, and I assume. Well, it's Illumination, so I don't assume anything positive from them, to be honest. Ooh. But it can be done, I guess. But have you seen those memes where it's like Chris Pratt? It's like Chris Pratt's black and white image looks like he's died. His last words with Mario.
So I think that's the funniest part about it is not the yes, Chris Pratt as Mario was really funny, but the picture they had for it is the funniest, like the best picture.
It's just a black and white image of his mugshot.
It's so good.
Why?
It's so funny. I love it.
And then they have the
much.
Dude who's doing like what was it? Was it done on a direct or something? And he's like.
And they have
so
the English translator.
Cool.
He's so cool.
He is. And I was like, I don't know if any of us said it when we watched the direct ad, but probably we might have like he is cool.
He is.
That's the thing we would say.
Cool. My God.
He is cool. I agree.
Oh, man.
Honestly, Chris Pratt Mario was the highlight of that entire direct.
It's gonna be terrible.
What else was announced in that direct?
I could not tell you anything.
You can't
I could not tell you anything.
Because everyone just remembers for Chris Pratt Mario.
Yeah.
Look,
it didn't need anything else.
But I am gonna see it. I won't lie. Like,
of course. I'm going.
I think we'll go see it for like we can do the big talk film review.
Oh yeah, we're gonna. Watch
it. Speaking of
dog shit.
Speaking of video game movies, I do have an extra bit of news that's pretty recent still.
Do we want Connor to say anything? He sat there the whole time so patiently.
I think.
Yeah, anything.
Connor, do you care?
The thing is, I'm intrigued to see it because it's a Mario movie, but I kind of didn't really care who they casted.
Yeah, I don't care.
It doesn't change
care who they cast as long as the movie's good.
I think it's funny that they did though. I think it's funny that they put Chris Pratt.
Oh yeah, I think that's hilarious. That is hilarious.
That's the thing. It doesn't matter who they put as Mario. I don't care. Yeah. It's just funny that they did it.
Yeah.
It's Chris Pratt of all people.
They could have fucking like.
They could have got a voice actor. They could have got the voice actor for Mario, who's in the movie as well. playing
Yeah.
like cameo roles and
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, probably
But
not.
then you
'cause I
can't
feel like-
have the big name actors on the advertising.
Yeah, I know. Which is
It's a
unfortunate.
Hollywood movie, man.
What
Yeah.
what did you want to
Yeah.
say, Ed? And then we'll
okay.
do your thing,
So-
and then we'll go to Max.
So, in speaking of Hollywood video game movies with big name actors,
Oh,
the first trailer for the Uncharted movie came out recently.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Wait,
yeah.
Uncharted is getting a movie?
Yeah,
Got
featuring
Tom Holland, right?
Tom Holland as Nathan Drake.
I've never played on
Uncharted.
I never played Uncharted, but
I haven't played Uncharted.
I can only say Tom Holland looks too young,
Absolutely.
100%. But I think Mark Wahlberg as Sully, from what I know
Mark
about it,
Wahlberg?
it's a weird casting choice for this kind of movie. It's not Ted 3, so
Yeah, I haven't seen him in. The only thing I know Mark Wahlberg for nowadays is that he wanted to stop 9/11. So like that's his legacy. I don't remember the last good film he did.
I mean,
I think he was in like Bridget Jones.
I think Mark Wahlberg is a good actor, but
It's a
I don't
fine
know if
actor.
this is. I'm gonna. Okay. I think in like any other movie, this would be a great casting choice, but because it's Uncharted and he's Sully,
Pardon me.
you know
I-
who would- Sorry.
it doesn't really. I don't know.
Yeah.
It just feels off.
You know who would have been great for Nathan Drake? I would have liked Nathan Fillion. If you guys know who that is.
I'm googling him.
If you've seen the new Suicide Squad movie, he plays TDK. He's in Firefly.
Oh
He-
yeah,
the
I know
voice
this
actor.
guy.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Oh yeah, no, this guy would. This yeah, that
I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure Nathan Drake's likeness was like partially based off of him. That might be completely wrong, but it seems to me like that's the
the
case.
top article was why Nathan Fillion was never cast as Drake in Uncharted.
Which is unfortunate, but like I like Tom Holland. I think if he,
Okay,
if,
I like
long
Tom
as-
Holland,
No,
but
it's,
the
it's
problem
weird-
is
yeah,
because Tom Holland's image has become Tom Holland
Synonymous
himself,
with, like,
and he can't really
Disney's
change it at
brand.
this point. Like
Yeah.
they couldn't even let him like grow out a bit of stubble or something to make him look older.
I don't think he can go stubble. He's like just perpetually 13. But no, I agree. It's like, look, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. It is a weird casting choice, but as long as his performance is good and like, it's like the Mario movie. It's a video
Yeah, no,
game movie, so
like,
it's like
I'll have
don't
to
help.
watch the movie itself
I have
to like
I was-
determine.
just like I have skeptical faith in it. I think because I think I'm not
Skeptical
attached to the
faith? That's
franchise. I'm not attached to the franchise, so I think I'll probably at least enjoy it. But if like people who played the games don't, then I'll be like, okay, that makes sense. There's some weird parts about his like brother with really bad ADR that they put in like in the trailer. So it's like he'll be saying something. They'll be like, we have to find where my brother buried the treasure or some shit like that. I don't know if that's just me, but I found that really noticeable. So I feel like they've probably just like added in some subplot with his brother or something that wasn't in the original. That's what it
reckon
feels like to me, at
his
least. But
Nathan Drake's brother Sam.
Mm.
He
Like,
like
I'm sure
it was always a character, but he, if I remember correctly, wasn't really
that important.
an important character until Uncharted 4, where they actually brought him in as like a major character for that.
Yeah.
So they might. It looks
They
like
might-
from the trailer
probably-
they're throwing in a bunch of stuff from all kinds of Uncharted stuff.
Which isn't a great sign for me personally, but
I'm
that's-
more
that
concerned because
sounds
they're
skepticism.
throwing things from like all Uncharted's, but they've specifically stated this is.
It's own
I'm
story.
assuming they've stated this because of Tom Holland, that this is younger Nathan Drake. This is the Nathan Drake in his younger years, like
Yeah.
when he first started the treasure hunting. But like, I don't know.
Yeah.
It still feels off. But
No, you're
we'll
right.
have to see.
It is weird. Well, I guess for the sake of time, we should probably move on to the final bit of news. Probably the I'd say most serious news that I've sort of seen recently. I'm sure everybody watching has heard in some capacity. But Alec Baldwin, we know him, we love him. 30 Rock fame, other movies, that one voicemail from 2003 where he screamed at his daughter for a little bit about being a pig or something. Lovely, lovely man. We all love. He was on SNL and he played Donald Trump. Yeah, on a set of a movie Rust, he shot and killed the director of photography or design. Well,
accidentally, may I add?
No, I'm getting to that.
It was accidentally. He didn't purposely shoot a woman on set.
I'm getting to it. So, yes, it was accidental. Essentially, what was that, Jace?
I'm paying respects.
Okay, so I guess I just wanted to sort of clarify some things that I personally know about it, or that I've I've looked at. What would Mark Wahlberg have done if he was on the set of Rust? This is fucked. That's fucked. I'm sorry.
Bad joke. Not funny. Didn't laugh.
Okay, so no, just to clarify some things that I have I've been seeing when I've researched into it. It's been said by a lot of news outlets who are covering the story that he was handed a gun filled with live rounds, like a prop gun filled with live rounds that shot someone.
Which, may I add, is kind of dumb.
Yeah.
No, to clarify, when it comes to live rounds on a film set, there's a few terms there. Prop gun on a film set is usually basically just a real gun because a lot of those sort of fake guns don't have the same amount of realism. There is an argument to be made, one I personally agree with, that real guns shouldn't be on a movie set at all, even for the purpose of blanks. Think about John Wick, for example, a franchise synonymous with gun use and gun violence. They use fake guns, they add everything in post. That's what the industry standard probably should be. But moving on from that, when it says live rounds, people will think bullets, but people also forget that, at least in terms of film, a live round can also refer to a blank or a dummy round. So it is So I think, what I assume happened, because you don't know all the information, but what seems to happen is that there's a mistake made on the production site where someone has handed Alec the gun to shoot the scene, obviously, and assured him that it's not loaded. Now, regular firearm use, you're supposed to make sure that yourself, but that's not his job. He's been, as an actor, been told specifically, don't mess with the gun. We've got everything under control. Just don't touch it. Do the scene, and it'll be fine. So somebody's handed him the gun, and he's done the scene. I assume something about shooting towards the camera or something like that, and the blank has gone off within close enough range that it actually, and that's the thing with blanks as well. They can deal. They're not it's not a bullet, obviously, but they can deal some pretty serious damage from surprisingly far away. Obviously, if you get to close enough range with a blank, it's basically just a bullet at that point. It's just as lethal and just as dangerous. But moving on from that as well.
I do want to point in that regard. They did come out that the person who was handling the guns on set was she was a daughter of a sort of armory manager and didn't really have the full training. Because
you go. Sorry.
And it's said that because a lot of the actual industry workers would have been on strike or something.
Yeah, that's
perhaps they got inexperienced people to fill in.
That's something I was actually going to address next. A lot of the issues that have come out seem to stem from the production side of things, wherein a lot of this is alleged, so sort of take it with a grain of salt. But again, allegedly, just to clarify, the workers on the set have had to work up to 14-hour days, which isn't, and driving 2 hours to and from their work site, leaving barely any time to get any proper rest or break, which in Hollywood isn't completely out of the normal. However, in cases like that, usually, or a studio should provide accommodation nearby. And allegedly, they're either not providing accommodation, or the accommodation they are providing is just, like, to the point of being barely hospitable. So, like, you know, all the crew members are sort of having to drive back and forth, working such long hours, exhausted from the drive, barely having any sleep, barely rested. And because of that, obviously some, like, I won't take away that on the part of the armor, there is, like, this is some negligence, and it did lead to someone's death. However, I can't, from what I know, I don't think I can personally put all the blame onto them, because, you know, because of just everything that's sort of happening, around it, as in, like as in with the industry strikes, as Eddie mentioned, with the production issues, you know, mostly studios just sort of, and producers, just trying to cut as much cost as possible and not properly taking care of their staff members. And to an extent, some of this, like, people have pointed out that Alec Baldwin is technically a producer on the film. However, when it comes to big Hollywood stars, that usually just means, like, I've put money behind it because I like the project, but I'm just going to act in it. I'm not going to actually do anything. So I guess you could argue that maybe his being purposefully misinformed or just not caring about that aspect of things. But generally, I think when it comes to producers at fault, I think it means the actual producers whose, like, job it is to, you know, actually properly produce the film and take care of their film staff and film crew. Because, like, what I've seen, while the people who are on strike, the crew members, they've just gotten, like, a bunch of inexperienced film students from nearby to fill in. So it just seems like a whole rabbit hole of negligence and just cutting costs over overvaluing people's safety and their well-being, which there's a lot of posts going around about it now, but just like the slogan, you know, cutting costs and not taking care of your crew, it costs lives, and in this case, it has. The same sort of thing happened with Brandon Lee on the set of The Crow. I'm sure some people might be aware if you know about that movie. For those who don't know, Brandon Lee was also killed in when a prop gun went off on set on the set of The Crow. He was killed midway through production. Yeah, so I think there's just a lot of, like, issues there that sort of need to be addressed, and I think generally saying, oh, Alec Baldwin shouldn't have shot someone is sort of missing the actual proper issue, because he's fully complying with the investigation. He's sort of, you know, he's doing everything he can. It's not like he went up to someone and just... Sorry, you go.
It wasn't an intentional...
Yes, yeah.
Shooting, yeah. And the most tragic thing for Alec is the fact that he's gonna have the conscience on the fact that, you know, he took a person's life. Even as you were speaking, there were so many, you know, external factors that. I mean, the death was almost an accumulation of a bunch of poor decisions.
It seems as well the person who was shot.
Tragic.
Let me just clarify the name. Like, why can't I remember? Completely slipped my mind. But the person who was shot, she was an Academy Award winner, but more to the point is that she was helping, like, she was assisting with the strikes, or like advocate. Helena Hutchins, I think is how you pronounce that. She was advocating for, you know, taking better care of the crew staff, but because she's such, like, an important part of the film, there's only so much. Not to mention Joel Souza, I think Joel Souza, we'll say, was also injured. I think it should be noted.
Yeah.
He is still alive. He's stabilized, I believe, in the hospital at the moment. I don't know if he's out, but I know he was hospitalized. But, you know, he is definitely among the living, so that's somewhat of a silver lining, as much as it can be.
Yeah. That's something.
it's just a very tragic situation, and it's sort of a dour note to bring up, but I've seen a lot of this flying around, and I've seen like people make like sort of shitty memes about it and whatever, and it's the internet, of course they will, and like even before, you know, we did it a bit, but I just think like if you have to have the information behind you so you know what actually is happening, and of course all of this I've said is only very early information, a lot of it is alleged, take it with a grain of salt, please. Looking like up to date with it as it comes out, because that will sort of give you as much of the information as we're going to get from it. But I just want to sort of bring it up now because I feel like it's important to sort of discuss this and just sort of clear the air.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's a tough thing to talk about because it is like with the, you know, rationalizing what we are and what we do. We're just 5 fucking, you know, young adults that poke fun at shit and play video games, and it's a very serious. It's a very serious subject, and you know, it's just a tragic event, and it's pretty almost tough to come to comprehension with that this could happen while trying to do something as, I guess, noble's not the right word, but as, you know, as simple as making a film. So I guess official stance, if anyone gives a shit. Thoughts and prayers with the victim and their family, and
this is for Jace watching this later.
Yeah.
But definitely,
I'll remind myself.
So, 100%, we want to, I guess, offer as much our condolences to the family as we can. And my main takeaway is that I urge anybody who is gonna participate in any sort of online discourse about this at all, have the look into it yourself, because it is an ever updating story. You know, try to be respectful. That's about it. Yeah. So
let's lighten up a little bit. Let's lighten up a little bit. Well,
how are we doing for time, really quick, Connor?
An hour 10.
Like 45. Hour 10.
Do you want to just skip to the would you rather's before?
Sure.
I do want to kind of
if you want to highlight anything, yeah.
Yeah,
do quick highlights and then we'll move on to that.
While BigTalk has been on a little bit of a hiatus, you know, with some technical issues, Connor living in the middle of bumfuck nowhere, I mean, I participated in a Valorant tournament, hosted by One Ray Next Door. Unfortunately, Tellix Esports did come up short, as Connor so politely interrupted me to point out. But I had a lot of fun doing that, and that's really what I've been doing. While we've been on hiatus, there'll be a video on my channel sometime soon. I gotta get all the clips together and, you know, edit it all together. It should be out within, I don't know, give me a few weeks. But yeah, that was super dope. I've been, while I was on it, I did a little bit of casting, and I made sure to plug the podcast, so I'm keeping us boys fed.
Let's go.
And I will be making an appearance on one of Ray's friends' podcast, who talk about wrestling. It's going to be called Botch Talk. I'll be on that. I'll make sure to give BigTalk a shout out in there. So when that is out, I'll put it up on some socials. I'll let people know where you can go watch it. I'll tell these boys.
Let's go, boys.
But yeah, so I'll be making an appearance on Botch Talk sometime soon. So just be excited for that, and the video, that too.
That too.
All right. Would you rather time? Actually, before we go, does anyone else have anything they want to quickly plug?
Not yet.
I mean, I have plans.
Yeah.
But it's all.
That sounds. I'm sorry. That sounded kind of obvious.
No. I think we all sort of have plans, but nothing we want to. Well,
have we talked about the Sigma video on podcast before?
Max did put out a video that has.
Oh, Ed, no one's watched it.
It has 5 views. 2 of which are Jace, 1 of which is me.
0 on me.
You dick. Thanks,
Yeah.
Connor. I watched all
It's
of
in
that.
uni.
Bob, have you seen it?
Can't remember. I might have.
Is this
Yeah.
the
I
best
don't
like,
think
video
Can't
that...
remember.
Well,
Yeah, yeah.
That
look,
was a while ago, was
I
it
guess-
not?
3 weeks.
Yeah,
we
so,
haven't talked about that on
weeks.
podcast.
we haven't
Yeah.
talked about it yet, but I guess
We
we
should
should say
give it-
It's still a work in progress.
something in production that we are
Give an
filming.
update.
I definitely do want to have like a discussion about that, sort of as we go on. Consider this the official announcement of the what are we calling it? How to Become a Sigma Male with Jace from Tellix and Brewdez, featuring special cameos from lots of other people, and a surprise announcement for who the Sigma Male will be coming up very soon. We'll get that out to
Oh
you guys.
boy.
Wonder who it could
Pretty
be.
excited.
Wow.
Excited for that.
Man.
What did he
Anyway.
say? What did he say?
What
What
did
did
he
Ed
say?
say?
What? What did you say?
What did he say?
Did you say?
Rewind it. Wait,
I
pause
actually
it.
didn't hear what-
Rewind.
I didn't hear what he said. I actually didn't hear what he said.
I didn't
Oh,
even-
I said who among us will be the Sigma male?
It's not worth it. Connor, you guys
Not
gotta
worth
kick
it.
him
It's not
fast.
worth it.
It's not
Uh,
worth. It's not worth the
yeah.
time.
Alright, so we can't kick him.
Oh, I did. I'll do that. Well,
Okay.
don't worry.
So that's coming soon. That's coming soon.
Sure is.
Why
Why is
do you
Ed
have
muted?
anything?
I can't kick him.
I think you needed to do.
Unmute him. Unmute him.
Bilal, do you have
Yeah,
do you have anything in the works? Any speed runs coming through?
I mean, I can do like speedrun stuff. I just been honestly just lazy. I haven't like I have
What a
like
shock.
a stupid amount of ideas I can make, and literally can just make in like a day, and record and edit, and like in a day. And I have one that I need to edit and upload. Start editing. I should clarify because I haven't done that. So I'll if I get. Well, it's not partially on time, it's just when I want to do it, I'll do it, so maybe. So, like, if I do a speedrun thing, that can just be, like, I don't even need to edit it, because I got the speedrunner timer thing, so I can just, like, record it, start recording just before I start it, and then end recording, and then upload it raw to YouTube.
So
if I'm doing
something
that-
soon on the Billy 502 channel.
Maybe.
One more video in 2021, at least.
At least.
One
You gotta
more.
do it well.
Bro, I want one more video this year.
That, I'll hopefully get
You got
one
two-
more.
You got 2 months.
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, Connor, you recently posted a video on a channel update. So anyone wants to know what your thoughts are, they can check that out in the description below.
Shit, I do have to remember that. Something
Yeah,
messaged
we
me
all
about
went down
it.
the bomb because Max always seems to put me near the bomb.
Good. I do alphabetically.
Bullshit.
Oh, so if I change my
Ridiculous.
name to start with, if I go A Kliq, I'll be at the top.
What about underscore Tellix?
Yeah, technically that would be ahead.
Yeah.
If you guys add underscores to your name,
I
you'll-
won't, I won't. It'll
No,
kill me
but,
aesthetically.
yeah, okay. Well, if that's everything, I guess we can move on to the Would You Rathers. I guess, anyone else have any?
No.
Of course you fucking don't. Fine. Alright.
I mean, this was your idea, so you're the one
I
that's
can,
supposed to have had all
I can,
these.
I can start off with one. I've got a few here. Alright. This is a bit unorthodox, but which chicken power would you rather have? You can lay an egg every day, it doesn't hurt, and it's clean. You can fly up to 5 meters in the air. You can talk to and control chickens. Your flesh is really tasty. You can adjust the size of your penis. Cock. They put an image of a rooster, so I assume they mean cock, but Or you can get a giant rooster that you can ride. And
Is
you
that
get
a
to pick
chicken
one.
power? Can chickens do that?
Apparently.
I mean, the only one that really appealed to me was being able to fly 5 meters into the air.
Yeah, I was gonna say
I think
that,
that's the
yeah.
clear, easy choice.
See, I wouldn't
But
mind
what if-
ordering chickens around.
Ooh,
You
You and
said
your-
I could communicate and, control.
control chickens,
Which
yeah.
is, I would have probably had that as,
If I
Not
said,
as a
if I
separate
said,
thing, 'cause that's
if I
together.
said-
But what are you gonna do with the chickens? What can chickens do?
I want.
I can
fucking
do whatever I want with them.
Australia's
They're
Got
mine.
Talent.
They'll listen to me.
you can amass an army of chickens.
I mean,
Yeah,
do
like,
they
it's just like
can,
the
are
fucking
they limited
penguin
to what
law.
chickens can do, or can they literally do anything?
No, they're limited to what chickens can do. Obviously, you
So what
can't.
can
Can't have a
chickens
chicken
technically
do 9/11.
I can have
Yeah,
endless supply of chicken.
You're a chicken.
yeah.
Oh wait, no, you're not a chicken.
No, I'm not a chicken in this.
You're right. Wait, so you want to march a bunch of chickens to their death?
I would be able to do that. They wouldn't say no.
What, would you want to? If so, why? That's
What do you think?
horrifying.
Well, what am I going
got
to
a
do flying
chicken,
5
innit?
meters in the air?
What?
I don't like the flying 5 meters in the air because you can only really fly like, I don't know, 3 meters, because then you got to come down 1 meter. Because if you go 5 meters up and drop, you'll fucking like fracture your legs.
It's
know.
not
I don't
like
wanna
you
do that.
only have 5 meters. It's not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no!
And then
I
the
have to-
ability
I have to
falls
go
off.
now. No.
Wait,
you-
so can I glide down? Do I break my legs? Do I go 5 up and then
Glide down. Glide down.
I glide
Glide
down?
down. Imagine
I don't know.
like Superman, except he can't go higher than like a fence, whatever.
Well, the thing is, Ed's obviously going to choose flight because he can actually be tall.
True.
Oh.
He was at eye level.
Oh, that's the only reason Ed picked.
That's
Jace,
actually true.
you ever see the memes where like people like float in the bathroom, which is like a shit post, or just people T-posing in like
Yeah.
really weird places? You could just
Yeah,
do
but
that.
I don't
everywhere.
want to do that.
Why?
Lame.
I feel like flying would be good.
What legitimately does it help me do? I can go reach some taller things. That's great.
That's pretty
cool.
convenient.
Yeah,
Look,
I'm already decently tall.
you want to lay eggs?
Actually,
I don't
you
really like eggs, and also, like that's like
It
for
just
kids.
sounds obnoxious.
True.
Yeah, plus if
Yeah,
I
but
have
you-
control of chickens, they can just lay eggs for me.
God, this is so sadistic. What do I do?
I'm kind of with him. It's either that or make my penis larger.
Of course, you
No,
want.
not just larger. You can also make it smaller if that's something you wanted.
Max, there's not much to make smaller. All right, we gotta work with what we got here.
You can
No,
turn it inside out.
I think the answer's probably control and talk to chickens. Because at the very least, I can take that on show. I can go to fucking Jimmy Fallon. I'll be like, "Yo, Jim, guess what I can do?" You get 1,000 guesses.
To increase the size of your dick. That's what I was thinking. I like kind of like arms spaced out for like a second. He said, "Jimmy Fallon, guess what I can do?"
No, I think I'd control. I think I'd control and talk to
Yeah.
chickens.
Yeah.
I just imagine the freaking
Yeah,
like
sorry.
you slowly rising up into the air.
Not because you can fly, because of you
But
know.
I can do Jimmy bends over and shits out an egg. And
Didn't even hurt.
like a baby. Ah.
Look, the chicken thing is fine. I just don't like what Connor's idea for it was. I don't like the first thing he went to is let's commit chicken genocide. That's what I want to do.
He's hungry.
He's
Hungry.
He's still KFC.
What
You
positive
have
do
to-
I get from flying 5 meters in the air?
You can traverse it easier.
Ed I can understand because he's
Yeah, it can become
literally
normal
a midget.
height.
He's quite. Viewers, he is literally declared a midget. That's not slander. That's not. You know that's not being
That's
rude
just
in
a
any
part
way.
of the law.
That is a fact.
Right.
I'm just like, yeah.
That's a part of Ed's law. That he's
Are you
very-
on your chair, Ed? What are you doing?
What do you
I think
mean?
you might be standing.
Why is your
Standing?
chair? Oh, are you
No,
standing?
okay, hear me out. So yeah, that's a chair there.
Who did
Are
this?
you ready for this?
Who
Are you
did
ready for
this?
this? Okay, this is now me standing. Not that
Who
I
much.
did
don't believe
this?
that. I reckon he's standing on a
Who
few
did
chairs.
this? Well, who did you do this? Was it
Wait,
Spider-Man?
Chairs.
Who did
So-
this?
Ed, you want to fly because you're tiny. Me,
Anyone
Bilal,
else
and
have any
Connor
would you
were all in
rathers?
agreement. What did you do, Max?
I don't know. I want to do flying because I think it'd be cool for parkour. To make things real easy. You would
True.
never fall over again. You would just fall on your face and just choose, no, I will fly now. Just go.
Gotta think that quickly. right? You gotta think to stop.
I'm always thinking. If I can fly, I'm always thinking about flying. I'm always
You're
like,
never
okay.
thinking of tripping.
But the thing is, you can't
No.
always be flying because chickens can't always fly.
It doesn't say you can't. It doesn't say flight of a chicken. It says you can fly. You can fly fucking 5 meters in the air.
Energy
Also,
does it take
chickens
to
can't
fly?
telepathically control other chickens.
Yeah, I
How
don't know
much
why
energy
you.
does it
That was
take to
part of
fly?
it.
What?
How much energy does it take to fly?
I don't know.
Is it like running, and I just get tired and I'll stop flying?
Probably more because you would
Probably.
have to keep yourself off the ground. Like,
Yeah.
consistently. So it'll be more, I would say.
Well, that's like telekinetically pushing yourself off the ground, though. I mean, I think it's. I don't know. I wouldn't fly that often, honestly. I mean, I'd use it to like. I don't know. I feel like I'd use it to jump over stuff. To be honest, it'd be fun. I'm thinking of just like fun. You guys think of practicality. I just think no. This would be fun. Anyway, Bilal, what did you say?
I agree with Connor and Jace. The
You wanna
controlling
control-
chickens, yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
I can take over the world.
Alright,
with
Nice
chickens.
Sigma males, me, Connor, Bilal, cringe betas, Max and Ed.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, I have an excuse.
Yeah, Ed has an
And-
excuse.
and I
That's-
can
he's
understand.
allowed.
And,
He's an excuse.
Max just wants to jump and shit. That's so weird.
Sorry, you
I-
guys.
Max wants to
I'm
win in
not-
high jump.
Hey, you guys are
I am
doing the
canonically
alpha
so
mentality.
short that I can't jump to your height. So if I
Honestly, Ed, are
could
you a
fly to
fictional
your height,
character?
that would help me. But Max has. What are you gonna do?
I don't know.
When
Fly.
What if I
jump
put
for
you in like a
shadow.
hole that's like
wanna make
5
shit-
meters and
I want to make shit
10
posts with it.
centimeters?
Then I can't fly out. I might be able to just like reach barely the top and hang on for dear life.
Oh, yeah, wait, is it a universal? Is it like 5 meters above sea level? Because what if you just like create a platform every 5 meters and then you can fly like you're fucking Mario? You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
sorry, I didn't know chickens had the ability to create flying platforms.
Okay,
I
what
didn't
if
realize
you're on,
chickens
like,
could
the
fly
side of the
forever.
building? Yeah, look, it's like what's 5 meters? Because like
I assume if you could
if you're in the
land
hole,
forever, you could fly forever.
yeah, but what? So you got to like, I don't know. I don't like the flying thing. Too many loopholes.
That's fair.
Just let me
Just make
control.
it-
shit.
Anyway, does anybody else
We
have
move
any?
on, please.
Let's make a chicken
anyone-
plane.
Does anyone else have any others, or do I have to make another one?
Just to continue
No.
with this, as you may think of another one.
You
Ed,
didn't
if you
tell
control
us
chickens,
to get. To
I
do these
said
freaking-
Ed, listen. If you could control chickens, you could just stand on chickens and make chickens walk for you. Those could be your stilts.
Yeah, you can make a chicken plane.
You can't be. Can we move on from the fucking chickens? Jesus
Okay,
Christ!
yeah, let's move on.
Well, do you have another one, Max?
What?
Do you have another one?
Fucking hang on, I've got a list. I just got from
He's got a
Reddit.
list. Jeez.
Yeah.
None?
Chicken plane?
I had a feeling nobody.
Chicken plane pog?
Okay, this one's from
Chicken.
the Chuckle
Plain
Sandwich podcast. I won't lie, but
Knuckle sandwich.
would you rather be a
Oh,
No, it's not that one.
is
Would
it
you rather
with
be a
a chase
Would you rather be a lizard or a human woman?
A lizard
well,
or a human woman?
we all know the answer. Alright, next one.
What's the answer?
Wait, what kind of lizard? Be particular about what type of lizard.
Oh yeah, what kind of
Oh
lizard?
yeah, what kind of lizard actually?
What kind of lizard do you want to be?
A mutant
I want to be.
lizard.
I want to be Mark Zuckerberg.
What are you talking about? We're already lizards.
I'll be a lizard.
I'll be a mutant
Nothing against
lizard.
women, but their life's really hard.
It's true. This is a. You turned it from.
Your
Hey,
mum's
Lieutenant
life
Dave.
is really hard.
Yeah, it kind of is.
It is.
Oh, he's got no. I can't. No, jeez. Oh, you really did it now, Ed.
All right, fine. If we're gonna, if this one's not great. Would you rather? All right, you have to. So you have to touch these things in either case. Would you rather be able to cure other people of acne, but not yourself, or be able to fix small potholes, but only once a day?
What do you think? You hate people, so neither.
What's the cat's name?
I would
This
say
is Stormy.
fix potholes because that helps me more than other people. I don't care about other people's acne.
True, and you have to touch their face too.
I think I'll do potholes because I could probably get rid of the potholes on the dirt road.
I have
So
to
you
do
get-
potholes because of the amount of times my dad drives trucks, and he is like talked to me for fucking hours straight how he's argued with his local council about fixing potholes, and
Just
he
rock up once a week. Get
and I
paid
just-
$10,000 to
I'm
touch
just
the
like-
road.
I just ring up, which one, Dad? He's like, that one, and I go, beep. No, I see you next week.
Oh my god. You just rock up, touch the road, and leave, and get paid like $1 million a year or something ludicrous.
Yeah, man.
Every fucking pothole you fix.
I'd be
Oh,
a
man.
North Queensland legend.
Oh god.
I
where's the other one?
didn't even consider the other one after you said potholes.
That's fair. Oh man.
Did you have one below? Did you have an answer?
Probably the potholes one as well.
Fuck potholes. As
Yeah.
an Australian, fuck potholes.
True. Jeez, what's one of these is good?
I might do some of these just to see reactions.
Alright, go on,
It's
Connor.
taken
Give us one.
so
Oh well, no.
good because it's taken so much effort not to, you know.
Oh, do you want me to say one of the ones I've got up here now?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Do you want funny, dirty, hard, weird, or deep?
Deep.
Deep, I guess. Yeah. Like this is the type of question, Ed.
Oh, okay, deep then. Yeah, sure.
What, you guys don't want
I
to
wanna-
answer dirty questions?
I wanted something deep.
Yeah, the deep ones I think we can milk for all they're worth.
Would you rather find your passion or the love of your life?
Me personally, I already know my passion, so I guess love of my life. That's very much a personal thing. But that one's really easy to name.
Yeah, I think we're really not the best demographic for this question. All of us
Alright.
are like, what?
I have one to rehash. Would you rather?
No!
No, not
No.
it's
You know
not
what? I
that
got.
one.
You
hold
said-
on.
Not the bacon one. It's not
Okay,
the
I
bacon.
got one.
Okay.
Would you rather dominate or be dominated?
What do you mean?
Would you rather dominate or be dominated?
Is there context in the comments or something?
What,
No,
in
would you
FIFA
rather dominate
or
or be dominated?
in
Like-
FIFA? Or-
Is this like a sex thing? Is this countries? Am I like Hitler?
Well, you are like Hitler for me.
Are you asking if
Oh
I'd
my
rather be a
God.
top? Look, this question is so broad. It could be
This is
either be a
a
top
dirty
or a
would you
bottom.
rather
that.
question.
I'm gonna take
No,
that clip out of
This question is
context.
so broad. It could be either do you want to be a top or a bottom, or would you rather be Hitler or Paul?
Okay, would you rather be dominant or be dominated in bed? Happy?
Oh, it's the sex one.
Yes.
I'm indifferent. I don't know. I don't care. Like, I mean, I guess sub is less work. So, I mean, that's shitty. No, I mean, I want to make her feel loved and pleasured, man. That's what it's all about. Making you want to get to a spiritual level. I
So
think
you're
I have
going
to
in the
go
middle.
Up for that. Yeah, I'll be the cheese in the sandwich. On this grilled cheese.
The thing is, I was more interested in Blol and Ed's response to it.
Oh,
Well,
To the
Ed, your
question.
response is-
Because I think that would be
Ah.
hilarious.
No comment.
no comment.
Not a
Yeah.
comment.
Oh, you can't do the same
They're
response.
canonically asexual. They're characters. The characters of Ed and Bilal on the podcast. Write
I'll
this
be
down, Big Talk-
dominated. I'll be dominated. I'll say
Write this down. Big Talk wiki writers, write this down. Bilal and Ed are canonically
Yeah.
asexual.
Okay, I have a would you rather for Ed and Bilal.
Specifically, okay.
Would you rather your partner be Max or Jace?
What?
Jace.
Stop! Stop doing these!
I'll treat you
Stop
right,
doing
baby
these!
boy.
Stop!
Okay,
I'm
the
not
reason
putting
why I
it in
did
the
this
video.
was because
I'm not putting it in the fucking
question
video.
in this
Jesus Christ.
is, would you rather your partner be
Stop
kinky
doing
or
this.
romantic? And I feel like
Well, say that! Stop doing these!
I want the responses from
It's
Blow and
funny.
Ed. I have to find a way to get it just for them.
Every time you say Max, you're just gonna pick the other option. Just stop doing these. Fuck. Jesus Christ. Not fucking hell. Jesus.
I think
Oh,
that's probably easy.
Ed.
Love you, Eddie.
Thank you.
Fucking
Hey,
hell.
Bilal, you picked me as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, I would pick Max.
They'd already...
Really?
What the
Because the
fuck?
thing is, I don't think it would work, me and Jace. Because we just know too much about each other. We've been friends for too long. I don't think it would, like, work.
We've known each other since birth. It would be a little odd.
Yeah.
It's like we're like more
That'd
like
be
brothers.
the romance of the century, though. That's
It
like
would
some
be,
How I
and
Met Your Mother. That's some How I Met Your Mother shit there.
It'd do numbers. It'd do numbers.
I had one. I can't remember.
You said a rehashed one, but not the bacon one, because we hate the bacon one.
That's right. So, would you rather be Matt Murdock without the superpowers and you're not
Oh my
not
God.
or Charles Xavier without superpowers
Xavier.
and you don't lead the X-Men?
Xavier.
So would you rather be blind and a lawyer or bold and rich?
Yeah,
Rich.
bold and rich.
Yeah.
Rich.
This is
I
like
like
different
money.
from the last one. I remember
I
the
think
last
it's
time I
funny.
said this, you'd rather be Daredevil.
No, I always wanted to be rich. I like
I
money.
said
No, no,
Xavier.
Okay, fine. I'll rephrase. Would you rather have the disabilities and none of... Okay, so you have the disability of this hero and not the powers. Daredevil and Charles Xavier. So either you can't walk and you're bald, or you're blind and have red hair.
Xavier.
Yeah, still
I like being
Xavier.
able to see.
Am I still rich?
Because the thing is, if I can't see,
no,
I
you're
can't
not.
play games.
What?
Like, I can't play the games I like. So
He's
I'll
nerfing
go
me.
Xavier.
He's nerfing me.
It's alright, man. You're not rich.
I think I'm not going to be
I'm just
blind.
saying, there's-
For me, I can't play my favorite games.
There's plenty of places with wheelchair ramps. Like,
That's
I
true.
feel like I could
You
probably get around fine, still, like, to a certain extent. I would still be fine
Yeah.
if I was in a wheelchair. So,
Mm.
I feel like, yeah.
You need a carer. But other than that, the manager. I don't know. See, I already have red hair. I chose that detriment for myself.
Oh, is that why you have red hair? Because you wanted to be Daredevil?
No, I don't know
Yeah,
why. I
he
picked
wants to be
that.
blind, then. That's his next goal.
I have glasses on. boys.
Blind
I'm,
himself.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there.
But he wants it like Daredevil. He wants to get acid to see if he can become Daredevil in real life.
I got to save an old guy from being hit by a truck full of acid. Come on, Cotton, read the Be realistic, will you?
Be realistic, please.
Okay, wait, so did he actually save a guy from... Is
Yeah.
that the actual story?
That's his story. So
Oh,
essentially,
okay.
when he was like a young kid, another blind guy, an old blind guy, was about to walk in front of a truck.
No,
jumped
he
in the way-
gave the curse of blindness onto him.
No, I mean no. It's he jumped in front of the way, but and he pushed the old man to safety, but the truck swerved and spilled a fucking vat full of acid into a radioactive isotope or something like that into Matt's eyes and just burned them, just eviscerated them, and now he can't see.
He saved a blind man, and his punishment was also
His
becoming...
punishment for saving someone's life was blindness. Yes.
Damn.
Seems
I've
fair
got
to
one.
me.
I've got
Yeah.
one. It's a classic. It's a classic,
All right.
and it's one that I've put a lot of thought into personally.
Uh huh.
And it's who would win, a billion lions or
Oh my
every
God.
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Oh, what?
Pokemon.
Hang on.
Wait, you said
lions
Pokemon now,
and
Ed?
just one Pokemon?
What?
One of every Pokemon.
One of it. I thought.
Oh, one of
You're
I
on
always
your
said Pokemon.
Oh, I thought you
one of
you were
every
on Team Lions
Pokemon.
before.
I'd have to go with a
No,
Or
Pokemon.
you just
I've never been on Team
unironically.
Lions.
You see, if it's only certain Pokemon, like if he'd said like all like non-legendary, maybe the lions, because a
No,
billion
No, I
is like.
still think even if it was
No, but, like,
no
it'd be a
legendary,
cer-
I still think...
Yeah,
But there
because
would
there's
be
a lot of
the
Pokemon.
lions, the
800
lions, but there'd be a fight there. Is what I'm saying. Like there's a billion lions.
There-
It's a lot of
Max,
fucking lions.
There's only
Yeah.
50 non-legendary Pokemon. You're not getting rid of that many
Yeah.
legendaries.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's
no,
still
one of
like
every
over
Pokemon.
800
You get
Pokemon.
every evolution
it's
shine.
It's not about the numbers. I'm
I'm just saying.
Question.
And I mean, like, a lot of them can
Lions
fly.
Guys,
Yeah, a lot of them can fly.
one at a time,
Question.
please.
Do Megas count as their own Pokemon?
I would say no.
No.
Well,
I don't think Megas count as their own.
No,
would it be
no,
just
no
base
Megas.
Pokemon then?
Yeah.
Just one of every Pokemon.
One of every Pokemon that's excluding Megas, because they're not their own.
But that's technically a
Yeah.
different Would You Rather. Because you're excluding
Well, then
Megas.
excluding Megas, then it's a different. Would
That's
you
still
rather?
Pokemon.
Well, then
Yeah,
well,
The only scenario where lions win is in like a game form because the Pokemon will run out of PP. That's the only thing.
yeah.
Uh,
The thing, like, that's my thing. It's like, if you get rid of certain, if you add certain caveats, the Lions could like have a fighting chance. Because I'm thinking not just like a scrap. I'm thinking like sheer like firepower, right? Like a power, not just like strength. Because
Yeah, but there's so many Pokemon that can
hang
fly.
on. I'm still okay. Like, I'm saying
Organ.
a billion of something is a lot, but when you bring in something like even just like Arceus, who's like what Pokemon God or whatever,
Yeah.
there's just no chance. Even
Well,
like
in the defense of people against Arceus, he did have some rubble fall on him, and he became incapacitated.
okay,
the
but there's
movie.
still okay. Well, then we'll bring in like Mewtwo. You can just shoot like a ball of psychic energy and have all the lights have an existential crisis, and then jump into a bog.
Or he could just psychically crush them all out of existence.
Yeah.
That
That would
that
probably
too.
be easier.
Well,
Yeah.
it's just so brain dead, people on the argument of lions, if it's in a real world setting, because you have moves like Draco Meteor, which literally summons a
Yeah.
fucking meteor shower on top of you.
Yeah.
You know what?
It's
Dude,
like,
I like
cool.
how-
You know what?
Legendary
My-
Pokemon
my-
just need that
My
move.
still
Base-
favorite argument is the lion ladder. That
Lion ladder.
There's a billion lions. They could form a large enough ladder of themselves to reach the flying Pokemon.
No,
But it's like,
Lion
like
Mega.
let's say
Lion
I'm just going to entertain this. Let's say if somehow the Lions did create a lion ladder, what's stopping the Pokemon from just moving away from the ladder?
Exactly.
The Lions would walk
Then?
forward.
Like, oh, man, these lions are so cool. And they created a ladder. I don't know how
No.
if they're going to be able to walk like just
No, Bilal.
lion ladder through a
Guys,
flying
you're missing
Pokemon.
something. Lion Mech, Lion Gundam. What's the Megazord? Lion Megazord. From fucking Power Rangers.
Oh my god.
They just
Oh,
combine
God.
their powers together.
The
Like
other
a
thing
lion.
is, a lot of Pokemon, some Pokemon can live in like outer space, so they could just go to
Oh,
outer
yeah.
space and their lions can't
Yeah.
do anything though.
You've got
Also-
fucking Ditto, who can just like live anywhere.
Ditto can infiltrate the lions and kill them one by one from the inside.
Also,
Spy from
also,
TF2.
I dude.
There's also there's a video I watched made by a YouTuber called I can't Wolfie Kliq, who's like known as like the one of the, like Pokemon champion,
Yeah,
like one of the best
Wolfie,
Pokemon.
He
made a
was
video.
Pokemon champ.
Yeah, he made a video on a billion lions versus Pokemon who would actually win, and he did it through the Pokemon setting, and he proved that like Pokemon will win. Still, even in the Pokemon universe, Pokemon still
only
beats
thing-
a billion lions.
The only thing that I didn't like about that was the crux of his argument was that he can hit every Pokemon at once.
You
and
can't do that in the games, though.
You
Well,
can.
there's a thing called group battles where you can hit
Oh, right, yeah.
six at a time, I think it is. And then he interpreted that as every single billion Pokemon, billion
Yeah.
lions, which I thought was a little far fetched, but I still agree with.
I mean, he had to do that kind of for
He's
his
right
instance.
for the wrong reasons, is what it sounds like.
I mean, he did the math and
necessarily.
it checked out.
He did the math. It works all. If it was in that
No, like,
specific
it
battle
was-
style,
it was-
it would work.
If I remember correctly, like he did the math, and it was so much in favor of the Pokemon that it really wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
Alright.
He
Alright.
literally killed the lion multiple times over with one move, and he used that one, and he could use that move 3 times in a row.
How
Oh, man.
about, here's one. What about Thanos with the Infinity Gauntlet versus a billion lions? We'll say he hasn't got the Soul Stone yet, so like instead of like Captain America and Wanda and all
Oh.
that, it's just a billion lions.
What stops them from going to space and just firing down?
What, Thanos?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
he did that. Yeah, I mean, he could. Yeah, he could theoretically. Oh, actually, I mean, he'd have to think of it. And this Thanos, we're going off movies.
We're going off an alternate reality where Thanos is an idiot.
Kind of isn't it? That's a whole philosophical debate there, but we'll get to that later. But let's say, I think that this Thanos that would have to think of it.
Wait,
And
so
I
Thanos just doesn't have the Soul Stone, and that's
He doesn't have the-
that's his only crutch. He has everything else, but not the Soul Stone.
Yeah.
What does
I
the Soul
see.
Stone
No,
do
Yeah,
again?
I was gonna ask, what does the
Oh,
Soul
it
Stone
just-
do?
It's just the last
He-
Infinity
he
Stone.
can-
That's
he
why
can-
it's the last
He
Infinity
can sing.
Oh,
He can
it
sing with
exists.
soul.
Sing.
Sing
Okay,
with soul.
I'll edit it to give the lines a fighting chance. We'll say he
He can
doesn't have
play really good jazz music.
a billion lines, but he doesn't have the Time Stone or Soul Stone. So he's on Titan, and
I
he's
feel like
fighting a billion lines.
Thanos with no stones. Maybe. Like, with one stone, I still think he beats a billion lions. With
Which
one
stone? Which
I
stone?
think
Which stone?
anything but soul, because I don't know what the soul actually does.
See, the Soul is only to
How would
it
he
only
kill them all
amplifies
with
power.
Time Stone?
Move
thing with
time
the
to
Time
let
Stone is that-
die.
What
He
does the
could, like-
Time Stone do?
That's true.
It controls all
Control time.
Oh,
like every aspect of time, every facet.
oh,
Of So
I feel
he can age you to dust or turn you back into a baby.
yeah.
baby
But, like,
lion cup. That's
Okay,
huge.
what if he has the Soul Stone and it's a billion lines?
What does the soul stone do? Is it just like he can play the saxophone now?
It's like he can like converse with people's souls, I guess. So it's like
What's he gonna say to his fucking the grandfather lion? Yo, bro, stop.
he goes
Oh.
into
Tell
like,
my-
the astral plane from Black Panther. It just talks to the lion god there and like, hey, stop that.
He enters the avatar
Okay.
state.
We'll think something we can visualize. How about the Power Stone, which just amplifies his physical
Powers
power?
him up, right?
Pardon?
It just makes him super strong or something.
Pretty much. It amplifies whatever like
Damn.
raw power he has. Yeah. So yeah, basically.
Isn't
Okay.
that's the one they're fighting for in Guardians of the Galaxy, right?
Yeah. The one that
Yeah,
like if you
purple
hold.
one.
Yeah, the
think
one that
so.
like if you hold, it just eviscerates you.
Yeah, like
If you're not strong enough.
isn't the canonical thing with that one? Because like, was the dude Ronan? He was
Hmm.
like, the people that have held even one Infinity Stone have been able to level civilizations. So
Yeah.
it's like, I don't see any scenario where the Lions win unless he has nothing, because he'll probably get tired. Like we all know our boy Thanos got stamina, but like
Tired after a bit.
he's got he'll want a nap at some
I'm
stage.
thinking, what's a scenario where like the Lions win against something super powerful? How about a billion lions versus?
I could beat the Rock, I reckon.
What if
But maybe.
it's about drive, guys.
Maybe.
But if it's the
Hammond's
Rock,
frozen,
if
nice.
it's the Rock with the Fast and the Furious set, I
With
mean,
his
there's
family,
no chance.
with his
There's
family.
no chance. The Lions are done.
Oh, no.
He's gone family.
Oh no, there is one that I. Okay, moving away from the billion lions, so we might come back to it in just a second. But
Sag.
how about
Sag?
an army from the Lord of the Rings? We'll say like
Which
The
army? There's a lot of them.
we'll say like the armies of men, like
Okay.
collectively.
Your camera's frozen, by the way, Ed.
Yeah.
Is it? Oh shoot!
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's been frozen for a while.
So we'll say the collective armies of man from
there
the
you
Lord
go.
of the Rings, versus a guy in a car, and it's just like a really long stretch of like asphalt. It's like they're all fighting on asphalt, but it's just one guy. It is like it is monster truck versus like the entire armies of Middle Earth.
Like, I feel like you're just thinking cabs. Like you're just imagining how the fight would go. I think you imagine the dude just runs them all over in a straight line. I don't know how else that goes.
No, it's
Unless
like,
he gets out of the car, unless they can break the car. Can they like jam up the wheels? Do they have like
I mean,
I don't know. I haven't watched the Lord of the Rings. I watched the first film and it left me on a cliffhanger. And out of spite, I never watched the second.
Damn. I'm the other way around. I have watched the extended versions of all of the Lord of the Rings movies. But I have not watched a single Fast and Furious movie. Ever.
No, it's not Fast and Furious. It's just a regular guy in a car.
Oh, just in a regular car?
Ed, you've got to admit they cut
this
this on the first film.
The
The first Lord of the Rings film cucked us because they set up the whole premise of going to like free everyone and get the Eye of Sargon or whatever it was.
Sargon.
I don't remember what the fuck
Sargon these nuts.
Sauron, whatever it was, right? Bullshit. And then the movie ends as he like leaves off on his own. He didn't even get there.
Well, Sam goes with him.
I was so disappointed with the end.
I mean, but the story is supposed to span across three.
Yeah, that wasn't a good enough ending to the film for me.
Oh, short of an attention. Actually, that's not fair. Lord of the Rings is quite late.
It was like 3 hours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted some
you
sort
watched
of
the extended version. They're very long.
I didn't want it. I was so disappointed. Anyway,
look, let's try and think. What's something the Lions could win? That's like actually like let's say Vin Diesel and the guys from
a billion lions.
Who? Sorry.
One man versus a billion lions.
Well, one man, obviously. One guy. Of course.
Yeah.
What about Vin Diesel and all the crew? Like everybody, like the Fast and Furious family. The family, yeah, it's about family. Everybody from that versus the 1 billion lions.
I would still say family would win. There's nothing
Nothing strong.
You think
the lions would beat the family, dude?
Okay, realistically, yes, the lions would win.
1 billion lions, actually.
But it's about family.
I think only because they've run out of fuel. Like, I think you can only run
out of the cars.
Yeah, you can only run over. You can only run over so many lions before the bodies stack up and you just can't move.
I don't know if you could even run over. Like, I doubt you'd struggle running over like 3. I reckon with one vehicle. They're pretty big, man. A lion is like, I don't know. I reckon you could.
They're pretty big, yeah.
Yeah, lions are super big.
What about?
Well, I want a new question. I want to go away from one. How long have we been recording, Connor?
What lines?
An hour 50, basically.
Maybe we should wrap it up.
Let's
soon.
do one more. One more.
Okay.
I think it's gonna be a good one. Okay.
I'm between 1
Would
and
you
6.
rather have?
I've got one. Actually, I got one. No, I got one.
Only games, but no more games.
No.
Okay, fair enough.
I refuse to choose.
What's your question, Jace?
I'm trying to think of a way to phrase it. Initially, it was going to be if you could delete one of our channels, which one would it be?
Oh, but can you not do that?
That's a little.
Yeah,
that's a little crude.
Chases, because it's the most recent.
No, but he has the most potential.
I understand that, but I wouldn't take away someone's channel that they've been working on for over a year when someone's just uploaded in the past like 6 months.
So Jason, get back to where he was. What you're saying?
Yeah. I might honestly say mine, because then I could like start fresh with a new channel from there, because I feel like mine's kind of stagnated.
I probably would have. I probably would have said mine based on the premise it's the newest as well, but I appreciate that you didn't say mine. But then I didn't want to do this question after I thought about it because it was
I mean, I think personally, I just think Jace's is like the same, similar to the content that I would like generally watch anyway. Like I watch all you guys' stuff, but Jace's is similar to enough to everything that I would watch outside of our group. That like I wouldn't get rid of any of our channels. I just don't want to choose that. I don't want.
Whose channel do you think will be the most successful?
I
don't know. Probably Jason's then. But can we not do these questions? Can we not do?
We can do something else. We can do something else.
Any ideas?
Come on, look at one of those deep ones if you have them still.
We'll do something existential. Yeah.
Find something like
Sorry,
really.
I've got fucking cat hair all over me.
I want
I'm
to feel
allergic to
the
cats
dread
as
of
well.
the existential crisis.
So this is just I'm in a
Group would
constant
you rather
uncomfort-
questions?
Deep inside your soul.
Yeah.
Me.
Ugh.
I'm have to
While
do
you guys are
edit.
finding a question, I guess to the viewers still watching at home, if there are any of you besides myself,
Yeah, I'll watch it. Just have to edit it.
we got a little bit of a schedule coming up because we know we missed a month. We dropped the ball. That's on us. We apologise. But next month we're going for. We've got one planned with a friend of these guys named. Do we want to tell the guests? Do we?
What is
Not yet.
We'll leave it as
Right.
We'll save it. We'll say okay. Well, we got one planned for November. December, I think it's okay. Saying that
Yeah,
we're going to be doing a podcast about. It's going to be an award show of sorts surrounding stuff that's relevant to us.
But it like I feel like a lot of it is going to be like our sort of games of the year.
Yeah,
Yep.
so the specifics were still working out, but we'll have to do
Yeah.
things like games of the year, like
We'll brainstorm
Favorite
ideas for awards and stuff.
You'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
You'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy
Yeah.
it. And probably the most exciting, barring more COVID shit, January, an in real life podcast.
If we can, that is we still
Pending?
have to watch out for
Pending?
the COVID stuff.
COVID pending.
So we
I have
apologise.
COVID
We
pending.
missed a
Yeah,
month.
Can we like make that a thing people say? COVID pending.
COVID
Like
pending.
if you're like,
You
if you're like I want to make a plan for something, but I want to quote it as COVID pending to like
Yeah.
say that this might
Guys,
not happen because of
Yep.
COVID.
Get the hashtag COVID pending trending. In...
Hashtag
Yeah, it's good.
COVID pending. I want to keep
I'll-
that. That's good.
That's yeah. I have one we could use. It's not like super deep, but for a would you rather,
Oh,
would you-
Let's run it.
would you rather be able to so you can communicate with every single animal of this type, but none of the other. All sea animals and sea creatures, or all land animals and such. And I assume land
So,
would be
Aquaman or
Animal Man.
Animal
Can't
Man?
man do all
Beast
animals?
Boy. Beast Boy.
Beast Boy
I mean,
can
yeah, Beast
transform
Boy is
into.
more-
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Beast
I
Boy,
think
but
he
like,
can-
can't he
I think
transform? His
I
He
gimmick?
transforms. Can he talk?
I
So then-
think
You can talk
I
to
think
him
in the comics he
sometimes.
can.
He can talk to himself.
It's up in the air, but I think he can.
I think
I
I'd
would-
do land animals.
Land
I would
animals,
probably do land animals as well. And land animals would also include, I assume, like things that could fly.
I'm gonna
Correct.
say that like you'd get seabirds, so like mostly like aquatic birds would be like
Aquatic birds.
or,
Birds go
like-
underwater now, I guess.
no like see it's tough because I guess it's like I don't know. I guess you get birds, but what kind of conversation do you want to have with a bird? You know. I guess
No,
I-
birds are
I
cool.
feel
I
like-
birds.
true.
I feel
No,
like
I'm
just
good.
logistically.
No, it's
day-to-day,
good. I can tell
see land
magpies to
animals
piss
far
off.
more.
Think
I
about it.
see
I can
land
tell
animals
magpies
far
to
more.
piss off.
But would
Like,
they? You can't command
talk-
them. You're just yelling at them basically.
Yeah.
I could talk to this guy.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's like
true.
land.
Do you want to abolish? You want to abolish
Have a-
some religions?
Did you have a better one, or are we ending it on this?
I can ask you guys something. I guess. What do you want to be remembered for?
Um,
Because
remember
it's something
by
that
whom?
just the legacy.
Okay.
Because it's been something I've had to personally deal with a lot when I've been, I guess, overcoming a few personal issues. I've had to have a real think to
I
myself.
would say
and
I
be like,
personally would want
what
to
do I
be
care about?
remembered for, like I guess like sort of entertainment sort of things where like I want people. How do I put that? Like
What's
I
the-
want to make other people feel happy.
How noble! How noble! Look at this
That was
guy.
sort of-
Look at
that was
this.
sort
Look
of
at
similar to what I was gonna say, honestly. But I guess,
I mean, if I
Um,
can make other people happy, that makes me happy too.
yeah, I guess I mean, it's tough. It's tough to think about that. Like I think about
Or
this
that,
all the
or I'm
time, and
remembered for my super high level in Solitaire.
Oh, for fuck's
Yo.
sake.
You're not super high height.
I'm almost at 110.
That's more upsetting than you
Already?
think. Eddie.
Jeez.
Yeah.
See, I think I've had to think about this too recently, but it's just something like it's on the spot. It's not some. It's hard to think
Yeah.
of an answer right
It's something
away.
that like requires a lot of thought.
I guess. I think I'd like to be remembered. I'd say for like the things that I create, like in an artistic sense, like the media that I produce, the art that I make. It's weird to think like to be like not necessarily like remembered just because I was successful or whatever, because that's a bit vapid, I guess. But I don't know. I guess in a sense of the public, like I'm assuming this is best case scenario. I'm like 89, married with like a couple kids, perhaps, and I'm passed on. I'd say.
Wait,
Publicly?
best case? I thought you said you were married. Hey-oh!
True.
More like twice divorced.
A man and a woman. I got both of them in there. Tried them both. Weren't for me. No, but I guess I imagine. Well, I'm not married anymore. I'd be dead. So, but I guess. Yeah, I guess in a community sense, I would like to be known for like, entertaining people and bringing like, just the sort of content that I create, bringing a sort of like positive impact. I think the dream is to have like a similar sort of legacy as like someone like Jack Kirby, but that's like such a massive standard to overcome. But so just like to be remembered as someone who like made good or entertaining things. But in a case of like my family, I just want to be remembered as someone who like provided for them and was a good partner and father and just good family member, I guess. I just would like to be remembered for like the better thing. That just to be broad,
Man,
I
this
guess.
is an existential one.
Yeah.
Let's go to Connor, because you've said not much, and we'll go to Bilal after.
So, best case, I think, would be kind of being a bit more specific. Is like if this was best case for what I would want to be known for, it would probably be kind of similar to Ed's, which it's like being like kind of like this
The
person
positive
that people
impact you
enjoy
made.
watching and stuff. And I think specifically it would be like I wouldn't mind being remembered for being like a streamer, like going into like being more of like a full-time streamer, giving people joy by streaming, because I think I enjoy streaming, and if I'm able to kind of have my legacy as that, then I think I would have in my life I would have overall enjoyed it, because I enjoy that part of it. So if I can make that like the thing that I'm remembered for, then I'll be happy with my life, as for like the general public kind of sense.
Did I? Yeah, fully. I get you.
Bilal?
Bilal, yeah.
Yeah, probably like same thing like Ed and Connor have. Probably just known as like someone who makes like content for people, whether it's like the stupid YouTube videos I make or like anything like bigger like game creation or anything in whatever career I go into, like game design or game creation or whatever, something like that. Probably like I've probably known that, or on YouTube as like the fishing guy, as me and Ed memed about that one time, known as the fishing guy on YouTube, who makes a bunch of fishing game stuff. That would be funny.
Wow,
You're gonna cover 2021? Oh god, what did you pick, Jace?
Well, as I said, I gave this a lot of thought. I was really, going deep into myself to try find what I wanted to be remembered for, and what I came up with was being remembered for the BigTalk podcast, which you can subscribe to right here on the
Hey!
And good answer.
Woo! Well, look. What do I want to be remembered for? It is largely along the same themes as being someone that brought joy, someone that brought happiness. But mainly, it's what I want to be remembered for is the people that know me and know me like personally, being just, you know, someone that could make them laugh, someone that was, you know, generally there for them, and for the larger world, for people that, you know, I don't really know. The truth is, and what I came to terms with is, I don't care how they remember me. All I care about is people that I care. Anyone whose opinion I feel affects me, I want them to have a good impression of me. And anyone that I don't know, anyone that, you know, like, why would I care what their opinion is of me? It really isn't. I want generally to be a good person, put my best foot out there, and truly, to the people that know who I am, I want to just be a really fucking good person to them. And to people I don't know, hopefully I come across well, but I don't have the time to stress about it. It's not good for me.
Probably the healthier option, I think. I think we can all sort of agree to that to an extent.
But yeah, I mean, with that's been the reunion podcast.
Back to normal, back on schedule. I should do something with this. I am uploading this. I guess I'll take over the outro. Thank you everybody for watching. We know it's been a little bit, dropped the ball, like we mentioned. You know, we mentioned with Connor's situation. I haven't really been able to.
I won't give you.
Max with Bilal's dad.
That's the thumbnail. That's the thumbnail. Oh shit! Shit!
We've got Zam dabbing on recording.
I thought that was your dad, not
Yeah.
Sam.
No.
Max
so
goes like,
dumb.
"Oh my god, Bilal's dad." Everyone else goes like, "Oh my god, it's Sam."
See, I heard ah. That's what I heard, so I assume it doesn't matter. Anyway, back to it. Thank you guys for watching. Like I mentioned, drop the ball. I need to get better equipment so I can actually start recording this shit myself and not have to rely on Connor. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe. Subscribe to all the guys down in the description below. I'll put all this stuff. I'll put a link to Connor's latest update video to sort of say where he's been. If these guys, Bilal, have you uploaded something recently, or am I misremembering?
Like a month ago. No.
Okay, I'm misremembering. Never mind. So I guess I'll just put the most recent upload there. Please check these guys out. They're fantastic. Yeah, we're gonna get onto that monthly schedule, like we mentioned. We're gonna have this very special guest next time with a very, very, very special topic that we're all quite informed and very passionate about.
Few members in particular.
we're gonna be doing the award show in December, like I mentioned. January we try to get that live IRL one, code pending. Get that trending, by the way, code pending. Hashtag that in the comments. Spread to your friends. Tell the gang. Tell them to subscribe. Otherwise, we will catch you fellas next month. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later.
Peace.
Bye.
Epic.
Connor, you can stop recording. We can stop pretending to be friends now, guys.
Good.
Oh, fucking hate you,
Fucking
cunt!
hell.
Where's my cut? I want more equity.
We're going on strike.